Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Ian Izzo, and this is the 2013 TLC Live Reactions. I am here with my usual crew.
What's going on, guys? John here for TLC Live Reaction. So stoked for tonight. A lot of questions will be answered and many new questions will be put forth. I am ready to have a good time tonight.
Alrighty, let's get going. Apparently, Fandango surprisingly won the pre-show match.
Yeah, I got to witness that match, guys. It was a great bout between the two. It was nice and short, and really, I like the ending. Summer Rae coming through in the clutch, distracting Dolph Ziggler, and Fandango capitalized, and ultimately was able to nail his leg drop off the top rope onto Ziggler for the win. And I find it ironic, Ashton, that he picks up this win when I said at one point in our analysis of this match that Fandango for me was kind of in a limbo and he would need to get a win that would make me sit up and take notice of where he was going to go from here. And he got that win tonight, so nicely done.
Absolutely. I mean, that to me, that's the shock of the night.
Definitely. We already start off on a misstep. You and I both said Dolph Ziggler was going to win, and that didn't happen. Fandango pulls it out of the bag, and Dolph Ziggler, at least in terms of wins and losses, continues to further decline, and we can only hope that he can find his way back sooner or later.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Hype package.
This night is going to be so huge. You just figure after tonight, and at least in WWE's mind, hopefully we get down to one champion. I don't think we're going to get any controversy with the finish in that regard. I do believe we will end this show with one definitive world champion. So,
Apparently, the betting odds are in for tonight, and according to them, the winners will be Fandango, Biggie Langston, CM Punk, the Wyatt family, and John Cena.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how many are right and how many are wrong. And I mean, though you're talking Vegas.
Vegas is usually pretty spot on, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, you are dealing with Vegas odds here, so that's always something to keep in mind. They don't take it lightly for sure.
For sure.
As we begin this show with Triple H coming out.
Oh, shucky ducky.
Yeah, shucky cowie moo moo.
Wow.
Look at that grin on Stephanie's face.
Vocariad Triple H with his Latin. He probably doesn't even know what that means.
Don't you just hate how Triple H and Stephanie always hold hands when they're walking into the ring together like they're the king and queen of prom or something?
That's the point. That's what they're going for, man.
It's just so obnoxious.
It'd be hilarious if I just gave the freaking ending to every match away by spoiling it because of Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Again,
I really hope Vegas is wrong about at least one of those matches.
Yeah, for my sake, I hope so too. Because again, Vegas doesn't take it lightly. I'm sure, when actual capital's on the line, they're going to be sure that, they've got at least something on their side, I'm sure.
Yep. I think that we did agree, though, that we think that Punk would win and Bryan would either lose or win by DQ and therefore look weaker.
Yes, that is true. That is what our official predictions video called for. We didn't really see. We just both concurred that one babyface was going to fall short because the likelihood of both babyfaces overcoming in their handicap odds tonight really just I think is insurmountable from a booking standpoint. I just don't see it happening at all. The only way I could conceivably see it happen is if WWE already has it in their mind for CM Punk and Daniel Bryan to be like the last two in the Royal Rumble really duking it out, and they want to reference that as, oh man, this is going to be such a tough challenge for both of these guys because, but I doubt it. So, yeah, as we said, Bryan will probably follow the Wyatts, and Punk will probably reign supreme over the Shield. So we'll see what happens.
Dude, the odds are way in the favor of Punk and the Wyatts to win tonight. I'm looking at this. Punk is favored 1-12 versus the Shield at 6-1.
Damn.
So basically, if you bet $1 on Punk and win, you'll get 1 1/12 of a dollar back. Whereas if you bet $1 on the Shield and win, you'll get $7 back.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, considering
well, that's if they win, though. That's what I'm saying, though. The odds are that stacked in Punk's favor. And then the Wyatts are 1-10, and Bryan is 11-2 or 11-2 odds.
Okay.
So it's like a 5.5. So basically, they're saying they're pretty freaking sure that Punk and the Wyatts are going to win, or at least the betting is going down in a way that would favor Punk and the Wyatts winning. Because so few people are betting on the Shield and Daniel Bryan that the odds are that stacked in their favor. There's got to be something going on with that.
I would have to agree. I don't think the difference, the chasm between the odds would be that steep and that wide.
Yeah, like the odds for Cena-Orton. Cena's at 8-11. Orton's 1-1.
Ooh, I don't know. I think they know something personally. For my money, I think you may have just seen into the future of this pay-per-view. I don't know.
And you know what? I wouldn't complain about it if I did. Because Big E, Punk, the Wyatts, and Cena winning, none of that would bother me at all.
Oh, no, absolutely not. None of that would bother me either.
Because with Punk winning, we would probably get Punk Cena at Rumble, which would be amazing.
Oh, definitely.
And then Bryan wins Rumble, and we get Cena Bryan at WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? I think you and I kind of agreed last night that as far as match quality goes, Cena Punk and Cena Bryan would both be better than Orton Punk and Orton Bryan.
Right. I think if Punk does face John Cena come Royal Rumble time, that'll be an excellent title match. Or if he faces Orton, as we said, either match would be great. I really think we've been staying on that path of Bryan would also face just either Orton or Cena at WrestleMania, and my preference.
Oh, dude! I just realized with the unified title, Royal Rumble winners aren't going to get a choice anymore. They have to go after that one guy.
I know. Yeah, that's
Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So we're down to one Money in the Bank now, and just a Royal Rumble winner being narrowed to one option.
Oh my God, we should have talked about this last night, but I just didn't think of it.
Well, honestly, I'm almost glad we didn't, because even though they're significant points, at the same time, it really does encompass what we're talking about anyway. And that's that,
setup. It's so similar to 2010.
I know, right? You got all the chairs hanging off, all the tables. It's crazy. But yeah, I didn't even really feel compelled to really discuss it, actually, because it was already kind of all-encompassing of what we're talking about, in that commentary, being that the mid-carders that we love so much that usually use either the Rumble or Money in the Bank as vehicles to get to a world championship, they're really going to have to fight hard now, because there's only going to be one world champion. So
I feel like more Money in the Bank cash-ins are going to be losses now.
You know what? I tend to agree.
Like Damien.
Whoa! I think, unless he's here to cut a promo, wow, is this really going to be...
Is this match going to jerk the curtain? Oh my God!
No, you know what this tells me? WWE wants to give TLC a big night feel, so they open with this.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You know what else this tells you, though?
What's that?
The WWE values the crap out of the tag team championships if they aren't letting them jerk the curtain.
Yeah, really. No, I'm telling you, if what I've read has been accurate, it's that Triple H plans to really get behind the tag teams, even more than he already has, in 2014. I'm telling you, it's a tag team renaissance. But honestly, you know what I think? It's not just an endorsement of the tag team championships. I think it's an endorsement of CM Punk to a degree and the Shield, because as Jim Ross has said, and I wholeheartedly agree with it, the opening match is sometimes just as important as the main event because you have to get the crowd going.
Yep.
You have to get him really revved up, and the powers that be are
You
trusting.
have to, as far as Chris Jericho would say, break down the walls.
Exactly.
And allow the fans, or make the fans allow themselves to open up and really get into the show from the beginning.
That spear by Roman Reigns 3 weeks ago, that was such a pop for me because it came out of nowhere. And a nice video recap here of the match to come. But absolutely,
the RKO, I want a spear out of nowhere.
Definitely. No, I'm telling you, Orton's RKO has been unseated. That hasn't been like the devastating finisher it used to be, at least in my eyes, for quite some time. When you have things like Bryan's running knee and Reigns' spear, it just makes Orton's little cutter look more and more inadequate.
Orton's cutter? That sounded horrible.
Well, I'm going partly Scott Steiner on Randy Orton.
Yeah, you did such a good job of making it sound marginal.
Well, John Cena already started the job. I just figured I'd finish it.
There you go. Oh, man.
Comes the Shield, and I like the order of entry, Ashton. Dean Ambrose leading the pack, but Roman Reigns, dead last in line.
Roman Reigns is kind of like the Clark Kent out of the ring, and then he turns into Superman when he gets in the ring.
Right. Yeah, he's...
Ricardo Rodriguez is on the Spanish commentary team again.
I think he's a good fit. Definitely. He's probably much funnier than Jerry Lawler is on commentary.
Yeah, I kind of wish I understood Spanish so that I could listen to their commentary team instead.
Yeah, definitely. But, to build on your point about Roman Reigns, you see him, again, last in line of this whole
he's so awesome, dude. The way he just jumped over the ramp and then planted himself down onto the mat, so good.
Definitely. No, they have form, they have finesse. I'm telling you, the Shield's the total package. But you have to wonder, are they going to have a unified front? I know tonight at the pre-show they cut a nice promo on Punk, each of them saying, pretty much in essence that he's going down, that he has no chance to beat the Shield. Dean Ambrose even concluded by saying, Punk, we know you believe in a lot of things, but the one thing you're going to be left to believe after tonight is in the Shield. And they walked off. We'll see if Dean Ambrose can back it up.
Is there any question?
Well, we'll see what Punk can do. He calls himself the best in the world. Time to earn that bread and butter tonight.
Believe in the best in the world.
And Dean Ambrose and CM Punk, it's looking like they're going to start this match off.
Shucky ducky.
Yeah, and we know from their encounters on Raw and SmackDown, dude, that's not a bad way to start any match.
Yep. Oh, dude. I am so pumped for this show tonight already.
Oh, dude, how can you not be? When you look at this card, 6 matches, each in their own way, having the potential to deliver, again, even the main event from an in-ring standpoint when you have tables, ladders, and chairs involved. So, I'm really looking forward to this. And again, after we get through this, it really begins, man. The road to WrestleMania. And that's what I think about here. Every match here tonight, for one performer or another, is going to be so important. Because whoever wins and whoever loses, you can kind of begin to shape their future WrestleMania plans. As you see Dean Ambrose there looking just a bit perturbed that Punk counted that waist lock. But yeah, I think it's really important for everybody. And, CM Punk, nice transition there into the Snapmare takedown.
Yeah.
Telling you,
that
Punk.
Was quite smooth.
Yeah, that was very smooth, very fluid. And you see Seth Rollins now, I think, trying to calm down Ambrose. Ambrose is really under the collar right now.
Ambrose is fiery, man. He's getting all kinds of heated up.
And you got Seth Rollins. And I really like the role that... Oh, wait a minute here. Punk, I think, smart recomposing himself here. Sure, he dictates the pace. But I really like how Seth Rollins has been through all of this action, because he hasn't really been the most vocal guy, and I guess Reigns, by all accounts, hasn't been vocal either, but, with how he emotes through his face,
right.
Seth Rollins really has been the peacemaker. As you see CM Punk, they're taking a cheap shot at Ambrose. And Seth Rollins, I think right now, whether anybody would want to recognize it or not, really is the glue of the Shield.
Yep. He's the one that, every time Ambrose and Reigns have a little bit of heat between them, he either changes the subject or kind of gets between them or gives one of them a look like "calm down, man," or in this case tags in so that he can take the heat off of one of them.
Right.
Yeah, man, the Shield is just such a good unit. I can't freaking wait to see them go against the Wyatt family, and I genuinely do hope that that's a WrestleMania thing.
Oh, you and me both, and I think a good majority of the rest of the public. I think even when you consider how certain factions again like treated each other, like with
But look,
Evolution.
dude, I apologize for interrupting you, but CM Punk is actually isolating Seth Rollins in his corner, even though he has nobody to tag.
Yeah, look at that. CM Punk has no tag team partner, and he's utilizing sound tag team psychology, cutting that ring in half. No, what I was saying was what I really love about the Shield through the end is just the overall attitude. Because when you look at groups like Evolution and others, the members of said group would always view each other as means to certain ends, where I look at the Shield as a genuine brotherhood of sorts. And oh, here we go.
Yep.
Roman Reigns getting the tag. I'll be honest, folks. Even though I know that Roman Reigns is the greenest member of this pack, I did want to see him versus CM Punk one-on-one at some point. You know what? I'm glad I didn't, just so I could savor this moment. This is going to get good right here.
Yep. Oh my God, what power! Holy balls!
And oh man, yeah, I'll say. And he just throttles him right in the corner, and now he's going to stomp a mud hole in Punk. But you know, I was thinking about this earlier, Ashton. If there's anything that tells us that CM Punk can really overcome the Shield without really relying on the fact that the Shield may have supposed cracks, I just think back to his SummerSlam match with Brock Lesnar and how he really fought him tooth and nail and took him to the limit. So in my mind, if he can do that with Brock Lesnar, who's a one-man behemoth. Beg pardon?
Didn't Lesnar win that match, though?
Ultimately, he did, and a lot would attribute that to Paul Heyman's interference, though, because he did get involved multiple times. But
the members of the Shield can get involved, and it's actually legal.
Yeah, that's really going to be the difference maker here. There's nothing I think the Shield can do unless they introduce like an illegal, a foreign object into the mix. Everything they do from this point out is legal. You see Seth Rollins there with a nice neck breaker.
This is definitely going to start picking up here any second.
Yeah, things are about to, I think, get really ugly for CM Punk because, as the commentary has noted over these, over the entire run of the Shield, really with every match that they've had, they're so good about making the quick tags and keeping each other fresh. It's just, they really know how to keep their opponents isolated, really pick them apart, and really, again, just work as one. It's scary.
Ambrose with the trash talk, gotta love it.
Dean Ambrose, man, he's just a crazy cat that knows how to get in your head.
A crazy cat, John, really?
Hey, I call it like I see it. I said about Dean Ambrose that if you were in an alleyway with this guy and you pointed a gun, you'd believe you were in control, and that'd be a big lie. That's just how this guy operates to me.
He is amazing at what he does. And now Roman Reigns gets the tag, and in he comes, putting his foot down on Punk's head.
Yeah, right on the back of his head and his neck. Ugh. It's got to be a tough.
That was one of the weirdest looking clotheslines I've ever seen. What the heck are you doing?
Oh, wow, yeah.
That was like a weird stiff arm clothesline that got way oversold.
And you see the smile on Reigns' face. I don't think I've seen him smile that wide since he came here. He's got to be feeling...
Maybe since he won the tag titles.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But he's got to be feeling supremely confident right now, and how could you not? Numbers are definitely in your favor, but I remember once there was one quote on one of my favorite shows, Suits, that really brings me back to this match, and it said, you never play the odds, you always play the man. And I think the Shield has to realize the man that they're in the ring with. But, just throwing Punk out in there.
Hate to break it to you, John, but that's not a Suits original. That's been around for a while, that saying.
Really?
It's a poker saying, dude.
Ah.
You don't play or it's either poker or blackjack. I'm pretty sure it's poker, though. You don't play the odds or the statistics or whatever. You play the man. You base your moves off of the guys.
Oh!
Roman Reigns just took a sail over the announce table.
A heat-seeking missile with no overall target in the end.
That strikes me as the kind of bump that Seth Rollins would have wanted to take.
I think that's why we saw the look on his face, him throwing his hands up. He's like, dude, you took my spot.
What are you doing, man? That was me. That was supposed to be me. Oh, wow. They're actually trying to count Reigns out. He recovered in 5 seconds. That was fast.
Somewhere Dolph Ziggler's in the back, and he just ordered a box of jelly donuts.
Oh, man, that was such a sweet spot. Why couldn't Punk give that to me? Oh, wait. He probably already has about 5 times.
I gotta give credit to Reigns for really making that spot look brutal, because he's a bigger guy and everything, and
he is a bigger guy, but he is crazy agile, especially for someone his size.
Oh, definitely, dude. Are you kidding?
Got that Samoan agility.
His agility is really second to none, and when you look at his build and everything like that, it just makes him a freak athlete. I know there are some people in some
between The Rock and Triple H.
Yeah, I know, right? I know there are actually some people that would want an athlete like a Matt Morgan to return to WWE, and I just say why? When you have Roman Reigns, who makes him look like nothing in comparison. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. I look at Roman Reigns, man, and I just see the total package.
Roman Reigns is either hurt or selling really, really well.
I think he's selling really, really well, even though that spot looked nasty. Again, he was like a heat-seeking missile that missed his overall target. You see now Punk's going to try and mount something here.
Uh-oh. GTS? Nope. Ambrose. Oh, the kip-up enziguri.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Beautiful there by Rollins. And that's what I'm saying, dude. When you really look at it, it's amazing because one member of the Shield is always looking out for the other. You never really isolate it to a one-on-one situation, especially in a match like this. If CM Punk had tag team partners, maybe it would be a different story, but he doesn't have that luxury tonight.
Is Rollins going to go for a GTS? No.
Oh, it looked like it, but oh!
Rollins just hit Ambrose!
Man, and Punk with the kick to the head. Normally follows it up with a GTS. I don't know if he had the energy to, though. Shoots the half and only gets two.
Rollins did a great job of waiting the last split second to kick out of that.
Definitely. That was a great false finish there. And look at Dean trying to, I guess, recompose himself. And the doctor's still checking on Reigns.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about him.
You know what, dude? If Reigns is just doing an incredible sell job and he's really that disoriented, I think that puts stock back in our that puts more stock rather in the spear miscue theory.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, when you're that disoriented, sometimes your offense doesn't go the way you want it to, and now Punk has gone into second gear.
The neck breaker that he's so well known for, that awesome spinning combination neck breaker.
I don't even think Punk can believe it. He was looking from side to side. No members of the Shield are on the apron currently. It is him and Rollins.
Yep.
Punk has done the seemingly impossible.
Oh my God, Rollins is such a good seller. It's not even funny. I think he's going to the wrong top rope.
I thought he was going to go for the elbow, but Rollins made it back up to his feet. There's the crossbody for two and another close count.
Wow.
Can he get it hooked in? He does! He does! And it's in deep!
It's in!
Ambrose, though, breaking it up, and I like that. I like that. He breaks it up, and he immediately goes back in the corner. Doesn't waste any time, and Rollins was right there, and Ambrose was able to make the tag.
The only thing that could have made that even more intelligent is if Ambrose would have dragged Rollins over to the corner before he tagged him.
Absolutely, I do agree with that. That would have been maybe a little bit of sounder strategy, but it really did work out for the best with the Shield and not so much for CM Punk. And you see Ambrose, he came in there like a house of fire. I think he has something to prove here after 2 straight one-on-one losses to CM Punk.
He's an angry son of a gun.
He really is. I think he's angry. He's got a lot to prove, and he just gets kicked off the top rope there by Punk. The double arm suplex attempt just got negated by CM Punk, and now he's trying to get his bearings together.
He didn't get kicked off the top rope. He got straight headbutted.
Yeah, that was vicious.
Punk is probably going to go for the elbow here.
Oh, and I thought Rollins was going to try something, but Punk neutralized that threat as well, and Ambrose kicks out.
Wow. Yeah, this is, dude, I'm telling you, this is starting to pick up big time.
Telling you, I mean, you and I in our preview video said that CM Punk was going to overcome, and right now, the way the tide has turned, it's also turned in our favor. So we'll see if CM Punk can ride it all the way, and he's calling for it here. Oh, but Ambrose, the master of counters, especially with the GTS, and oh, there it is to Rollins.
He nailed it. What's going to happen now? Ambrose. No, he's not going to get it on him. Ambrose is too good at countering that stuff.
He really is. He really is. And there was Reigns back in, but he wasn't.
Oh!
Oh, he got it.
He speared Ambrose.
Oh, wait. Oh, man.
Wow.
I didn't think WWE was actually going to do it. I mean, I thought that was the finish early on, but then I changed my mind with everything else going on. But we did say spear miscue, technically. We just didn't know if it was going to be a steel post or another human being.
Wow.
Oh, man. That is going to cause some problems.
It looks like Roman Reigns might have a shiner near his left eye.
Definitely, dude. That
wasn't selling. Maybe that was legit.
Maybe. I mean, he just tumbled over the announce table, into the chairs, and he never really recovered.
Wow.
CM Punk, though, man, those reflexes to be able to get out of dodge. Takes out Rollins with the GTS. Tries again with Ambrose, but Ambrose is a counter master, so, he knew what he was doing. But then what a spear, and what a sell job by Ambrose.
As usual.
Punk disposes of Reigns, of course, with Reigns being visually impaired.
Yeah.
To really mount the comeback. Oh, man, Reigns, you got some explaining to do.
Wow.
Even Rollins is giving him flack for that one. It's like, what happened?
Yikes. Poor Ambrose.
Well, we may have not have gotten the pre-match correct, Ashton, on the pre-show, but as far as the formal pay-per-view card goes, we are 1-0, baby.
Yep. I'm still shocked that Fandango won, though, to be honest.
You and me both. And here's AJ.
Oh, man. She's so awesome. Wow, Divas title match next?
Yeah, the structuring of the card's very interesting indeed tonight.
The crowd cooled down at all between the Wyatt-Bryan match and the main event.
Hopefully the crowd can keep up.
Unless they throw in, I don't know, maybe Biggie Langston and Damien Sandow is going to be a less exciting match. Maybe that'll be like a full-on squash.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll throw in the Rhodes. I always do that. Woods-Clay match.
Yeah, because that is rumored to take place tonight.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, though. That's the thing. They haven't made it official yet. It wouldn't surprise me if it would be like a two-segment thing, where one segment they have a backstage thing where well, I guess you could say they have a backstage fallout. Oh. And then the next segment they have their match.
Yeah, I could really see that happening. And, if Woods Truth and Clay Tenzai really gets out of the show, I guess it'll be a solid tag team bout, I suppose. And hey, especially if Tons of Funk, if it achieves the aim of them really completing the heel turn for Brodus and then Tenzai joins in, I can honestly get behind that.
There have been literally no hints of Tenzai turning heel. This entire time it's been Brodus turning heel, Tenzai trying to stop him. Where are these rumors coming from?
Well, you know where they come from. From the middle of nowhere, that's where. But...
So from H?
Yep.
Nowhere. H is in the middle of that word. Get it?
Yeah.
Lame joke, I know.
And we have the Divas Championship match up next as Natalya makes her way out now.
She looks really weird. Something about her hair.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since Natalya has gotten a Divas Championship match on pay-per-view. This is a big night for that young woman. But you and I both have our stock firmly in the corner of AJ, so we'll see what she can do with it.
You definitely have to wonder if certain backstage incidents are going to have ramifications tonight.
Oh, do not even get me started with that. I hope this doesn't come back on AJ.
Yeah. She's so awesome.
And now here comes AJ.
Yep.
And I like that. You saw she just gave the Divas Championship a big kiss, and she kind of looked at it. She may be kissing it goodbye. Only time will tell. I mean, you look at a woman like AJ Lee. I remember folks Ashton mentioning on an episode of TwitWow how there was a video on the internet of AJ Lee meeting her idol, Lita. And I watched that video just recently, and in the emotion on her face, like you knew that no matter what people would say of her within her own family, her friends, that she just seemed like the type that was going to stay the course and become a WWE diva. And she's here now, and she's the champion.
Is AJ Lee currently CM Punk's girlfriend?
Yes, from what I understand.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
She might actually be a psycho. She, went for Lita's sloppy seconds.
Yeah, really.
I didn't even think of that. That's kind of creepy.
Just a little bit. Nice move there by Natalya, controlling the arm and kind of using it for a suplex variation there onto AJ, and then goes right into the waist lock. This is just what I was expecting at the outset. Some great back and forth wrestling between these two.
Yeah. I just can't get my mind over the fact that, Punk basically just went straight from Lita to AJ without skipping a beat. That's just weird.
Hey, though, I guess after the storyline that CM Punk had with her and Daniel Bryan a while back, I mean,
And the irony in this whole thing, though, is that both Lita and AJ had pregnancy rumors with Punk.
Yeah. How crazy is that? Like, I bet you AJ's somewhere and just thinking, soon, Lita, soon we will become one and the same. I really hope she doesn't. I really hope she doesn't have a shrine or I'm out.
No, she does. She has one for Lita and one for Punk.
Oh, look at that move here right Natalya just throwing AJ into the security barricade. That looked brutal. But then again, AJ, I think
like a freaking honey badger. She just doesn't care tonight.
No, she doesn't. Look, she realizes this is her opportunity. If you're Natalya and you know that a statistic is ascribed to your name, 3 years since getting a Divas Championship match on pay-per-view, I mean, my God, if she doesn't win it here tonight, how long is it going to be before the next one? You saw AJ there. That was a nice move to get back in control of this match. She kicked Natalya's feet out from under her on the ring apron as she brings Natalya back into the ring.
You know what I'd like to see AJ do?
What's that?
Bring back the Shining Wizard for this match.
You know what? She may have to. Because you know that WWE has hinted at, again, the Black Widow for AJ and the Sharpshooter for Natalya. Natalya well-versed in this kind of wrestling, and AJ, as we said, is just a really well-rounded performer. So AJ may have to dig into her bag of tricks and pull out something that Natalya wouldn't necessarily have on her radar.
I like the idea of trying to get submission experts over as people that don't tap out to submissions.
Right. And I don't think, Natalya should tap out, at least in a one-on-one context. Remember, though, AJ does have a submission victory over Natalya. Technically, she was the one to tap out when they had a fatal four-way match back at Night of Champions. It was AJ versus Naomi versus Brie versus Natalya, and Natalya ate the loss overall. Oh, but look at the power. Shades of Jim Neidhart.
The Anvil.
Absolutely. And AJ there, I think she got the knees up. Wow. That's the thing about AJ is the tenacity. Like, you can never count her out. She's so shrewd.
These two are getting some pretty decent match time, actually.
I'm happy about that. That's what I wanted. I wanted
they
this
actually had time to go outside the ring.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh! AJ there with a big miss. And it hasn't disappointed. See, I knew if they would... Whoa! If they would just get the time, they could really do something impressive. And it hasn't disappointed. As you see AJ there with the nice...
Dragon?
Seems like a... Yeah, like inverted dragon sleeper, like a guillotine almost.
Oh, guillotine. Yeah, that's what it is. The dragon sleeper is like the upside down, like the inverted DDT hold.
Yeah. But again, Natalya powering out. I didn't even think about Natalya's power as far as this match was concerned, and I should have. That was an oversight on my part. But using it again to break out of that hold.
Oh, that drop kick.
Power plus technical acumen is a dangerous combination for any competitor to stare across from.
Both of these competitors have technical acumen. The difference is Natalya has the power and AJ has the speed and agility. And the psycho factor.
Exactly. And what a snap suplex there by Natalya. Wow. And there's another one. Is she going to go for a third here? Are we going to get a trifecta? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see? That's how you hype the crowd out. None of this freaking Bella, yeah, crap.
Yeah, she just grabbed AJ by the hair and talked trash to her face. Things just got serious here.
Natalya's trash talk is hilariously bad. There are video clips on YouTube of her, like audible clips of her talking trash to people in the ring. And it's just bad. Like, I hate you! It's just so corny and terrible.
Oh, pulling AJ back. This could be it.
No.
AJ. Oh, she rolled through beautiful. Oh. What a counter.
Wow.
Dude, that makes AJ look so good because all these weeks on television she's been tapping out.
But now the title's on the line and she knows she can't.
Exactly. That's the heart of a champion, and she's a heel for God's sakes. And now she's got the Black Widow cinched in deep. Can Natalya show that same heart?
No, you don't get Black Widow.
And Natalya actually rolled through. Yep, we're getting some back and forth submission wrestling. Discus clothesline.
Oh, jeez.
What a match.
I'm telling you, man. They gave it time and it's delivering.
Oh, man, this is the most emotive I've been thus far for Live Reactions. Cradle! 2, and she got her!
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, what a relief.
AJ survives against everything, and you know you and I, well, I mean, especially me here, I think you seem more composed and in control than I was, but I mean, after some things that came to light earlier, really sweating bullets, but
yeah,
AJ overcome.
Let me just clarify here so that everyone knows what we're talking about, just in case they haven't been reading the dirt sheets like apparently you do every freaking day.
Without fail.
There was a backstage incident involving AJ at Tribute to the Troops where a reporter, NBC reporter, Michelle Beatles, was talking to Punk, and apparently AJ perceived Beatles to be somehow disrespecting Punk, and she went off on her, and apparently the most iconic thing that I've read is that she just cussed her out, is pretty much it. And at that point, like, I guess that she's in hot water backstage, but to me, if some random reporter was disrespecting a talent, if you're an insider, if you're in the business and you perceive it as being disrespectful, then there's nothing wrong with, like, back in the day, I don't remember who it was, but there was a reporter who asked a wrestler if it was fake. He said, I think this whole thing is fake, I think that it's not real. And the wrestler just slapped him in the face multiple times. Like, legit stuff. Like, hey, does that feel fake? Hey, does that feel fake? Does that feel fake? He basically beat the crap out of the guy with an open palm. And
right.
it's like perceived as a great, amazing thing for the business because it's like it's preventing the disrespect. And if AJ did something like that, then you know what? I guarantee you that when she got to Triple H's office, he shook her hand and said, "Keep it on the down low."
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And it certainly paid dividends here. She walks out still our Divas champion. Man, that feels good to say. But what an outing by Natalya. After that performance, I almost want to forgive her for the remarks that led us here. That was a great match. As we see now another video package highlighting all the champions.
Buddy Rogers. Wasn't Buddy Rogers the first ever WWE champion?
If I'm not mistaken, yes, he was.
Back when it was the WWF Championship.
Man. Back in those days, an arm drag was considered a serious and legitimate finisher.
I don't know about an arm drag, but a leg drop most certainly was.
Definitely.
The Hulkster brother.
There you see now also chronicling the World Heavyweight Championship. You got Harley Race.
Harley Race. Dusty Rhodes.
I'll tell you, I saw a promo of Harley Race one time, and I knew that if I was in that time period, he probably would have been one of my favorites, because he's clutching that NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and he's talking into the camera, and he says, "You're going to have to kill me to take this from me." And I'm like, oh, it's so good.
I think that you would have just been way happier in the earlier wrestling days. Like, if you would have been following wrestling in the 70s, 80s, 90s, rather than just since 2001.
Yeah, 1 to 2. So.
Yeah. I feel like you would have just been a happier wrestling fan because they respected the belts more. They respected pushes more. When they pushed people, they didn't do that push-pull crap that they do now. It was just, people earn title shots legitimately. You're kind of an old-school wrestling fan like that, and I think that you would have loved it.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm inclined to agree with you because I would take the in-ring product of today with the philosophy of the old school, so to speak, as far as how to conduct this business. And that's why
what's sad?
What's that?
That is what ROH promotes itself as, and it's nowhere close to it.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
ROH tries really hard to promote itself as yesterday's booking with today's athletes. And the yesterday's booking thing is 100% true, but the today's athletes thing, sure, they're today's athletes, but it's horrible in-ring work because you can't take it seriously. It's like a freaking Taekwondo exhibition rather than a wrestling match.
Right.
I is greater than you.
Damien Sandow educating the universe here.
As always.
Interesting choice of attire, though. As you noted, it says I is greater than you.
Ship.
Yeah, intellectual savior laying down the law here.
Yeah.
Thank you. This could be a solid battle. I wonder how much time it's going to get. I mean, the Divas actually got a nice amount of time considering their division. I still don't see this going. Honestly, I could almost see this going like 5 to 6 minutes and really, like you said, being a quasi-squash, to quote you from our preview video last night.
I want to hear the pop that Big E gets because, I mean, this dude, I really want to know how over he is at this point. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, dude.
That blows.
You know what, though? I mean, as I say, I think give it time. He could be one that when he really starts racking up the wins and really starts having the significant defenses, then people can start to gradually lower their defenses and be vulnerable with him and allow him their sympathy and things like that, as a babyface should, and just really get behind him. So, I don't know. I was hoping we would have made some progress up to this point, but I guess not. But I'm not selling my stock just yet.
He needs the 5 gimmick, darn it.
He really does, because the 5 gimmick encourages fan participation.
His freaking theme music even says 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. How are they not acknowledging that?
Dude, beats the heck out of me. I mean, the idea that they didn't allow the 5 gimmick to come up with Big E Langston, when he left NXT, boggles my mind, because I think it was one of the best gimmicks on that show. Because again, it just encouraged fan participation to such a degree that when he'd be done a match with his maneuver, the big ending, fans would be calling for one more time, and he would do at least 2 sets of 5 counts.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to wonder if they're holding him back intentionally so that they can give him that gimmick at just the right time and push him then.
Right, I mean, you never know. We have to believe that WWE really has a sound understanding of what they're doing with Langston, as I like the opening sequence between Langston and Sandow. Now Sandow in the corner. And of course, it wasn't a clean break as Sandow goes to the right hand. But you have to believe that when the time is right, maybe they'll give Langston this gimmick. But that begs the question: what is the right time? Because I mean, yeah.
Sandow already went for the frickin' "You're welcome." This match is intense.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, what a back body drop there by Langston. Langston, every time he's on TV competing in a match, and that's especially true on pay-per-view because I think he lets a few more cats out of the bag. His athleticism, man, is just freaky for a man his size.
Cats out of the bag. That's a new way of describing it.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. Indubitably.
Oh, nice maneuver there by Sandow. I like how they're kind of really booking this match as Brain versus Braun because I don't see anything more apropos than that considering the men we're dealing with.
Well, I think that Big E has a pretty solid brain on him.
Yeah, but Sandow is supposed to be the intellectual savior, so no matter how big Langston's brain is, Sandow's just going to be a little bit bigger.
He's supposed to be.
And I like that he's bringing the forearms down there. And Sandow realizing that he's dealing with a bigger athlete, trying to keep him grounded. Man, doesn't want him to achieve that vertical base because that is where Big E Langston dominates.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Sandow's getting as much offense in as he is. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am.
Well, I said the same thing about Curtis Axel when you go back to Survivor Series.
Yep.
So I do think that we're never really going to see Big E Langston, at least as far as title defenses go, since they want to build the IC title back up. I don't really think we're going to see Langston really squash opponents, as awesome as that would be. It's going to be a struggle. And look at that, Sandow again, taking Big E Langston out by the leg. And what a clothesline there.
I love Xavier Woods so much. He just posted a random picture on Twitter of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Epic.
He said, Biggie Langston is going to eat Damien Sandow for lunch. This picture is not relevant, but you're welcome. And it's just a picture of the Mutant Ninja Turtles that says men's union suit on it.
I should tweet Xavier Woods a video I saw today. I don't know if you're familiar with an internet series known as Death Battle.
No.
But they take all these fantasy characters and all these dream matchups in the realm of like TV, video games, all that stuff, and they put the two against each other. I've watched things like Goku versus Superman, and things like that.
Please tell me Goku won.
No, Superman did, unfortunately.
Of course, because Superman is invincible and Goku is just a Super Saiyan.
Exactly. However, the good news is Vegeta beat, I believe his name was Shadow from the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Well, I don't really care about that. I like both of them.
A nice dropkick there by Sandow there to Langston.
Superman is down my least favorite superhero.
But, wait, look at this. And nice there by Sandow. I love the offense Sandow is implementing tonight, especially the little nuances like taking the knee pad down so that the knee would be exposed. That was nice. And now the headbutt's in the corner. Look at Sandow here.
I got a question for you, John.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of Biggie Langston's video Instagrams?
No.
They are amazing.
I'll have to take your word for it.
His most recent one is just sitting there, chilling out, listening to music. Summer Rae walks through the doorway, and he's like, "Don't kill my vibe," and she walks away. It's amazing.
Oh, nice. I have to check those out because Big E Langston, from the few times I've heard him on the mic, I think he has great delivery. So
He has 3. One is Summer Rae, and the other 2 involve Caitlyn.
epic.
I think him and Caitlyn are legitimately like pretty good friends in real life.
It wouldn't surprise me. Caitlyn seems like a very approachable woman.
I think that they have like the powerlifting thing in common too, though, because we both know that Caitlyn was a powerlifter before she came to WWE.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of power, Big E Langston splash here, and he connects. Oh, right on the back.
Of course he connect. What do you think he's gonna miss?
Well, with the way Sandow's been performing tonight, I can't be too sure. But to my point about Xavier Woods, just to finish that up, they had a Ninja Turtles Battle Royale between all 4 of them.
Each other?
Yeah, exactly. All 4 of them against each other.
That's awesome. Who won? Donatello?
Leonardo.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they used the logic he's the leader for a reason. It came down to him and Raphael, actually.
Wait a minute. Which one is red? Is that Leonardo or Raphael?
That's Raphael.
Okay. Leonardo's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Michelangelo's orange.
Yes.
He was always the
Sandow going
one.
Sandow going for the you're welcome again, but look at the counter by Langston, but also another counter there by Sandow. 2 and oh, that was close. Okay.
Oh man.
I like the back and forth in this match. What is with this show tonight? Everybody,
like
man,
it's like they don't even want downtime.
Oh, what a clothesline by Langston. That's it. What velocity. Yeah, he's still. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's going to hit it this time. I don't see Sandow countering again. And there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Count to 100.
Match over.
Great effort by Sandow, though.
Yep.
You know what? In all honesty, I am so glad they went that route because even in a loss, Sandow looked great. So I still have that glimmer of hope.
Sandow looked great in his loss to Cena, too. What did that do for him?
Well, you just got to believe that on any given night a performer can turn the tide, and I believe Sandow can. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Is he going to go against Dean Ambrose next?
That would be awesome. Don't even joke. As Big E Langston reigns victorious. That's a second successful title defense under his belt, dude. He's 2-0 in terms of title defenses.
Yep. This is getting interesting. So what match is going to be next?
I think the
tag match?
Tag team titles.
Yep.
Oh, man!
It's happening!
Vincent Kennedy McMahon! It's like, hey, Randy, I know you punted me in the skull a few years ago, but we're going to let bygones be bygones tonight because I think you holding both titles would be amazing. Yeah, I definitely see the tag team title match coming up next. I'd be surprised if we got Bryan and the Wyatt family.
Would you be?
Yeah, I would. Quite frankly.
Quite frankly!
We are at the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. I'll tell you, I think it's great that the WWE picked a state just big enough to be able to house all this electricity and just the combative nature of tonight's matches. So, very curious to see what's upcoming.
It's kind of depressing, though, that Big E Langston didn't get a bigger pop when he came out.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. How was the pop when he actually won? That was one thing I didn't even pay attention to.
Honestly, me either. So I'm hoping it was good, because after that performance, it'd be hard for the crowd not to get invested. But then again, you don't know how much of it is even burnout. I mean, all these matches, it seems, in one way or another, again, have had great back and forth, been very competitive. And if you take note on Twitter, I think a lot of the really seasoned veterans really support the move of unifying the two world titles and just really believe there should be one world champion. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin just shown a tweet from him saying that he's always said that. He's always believed that there should be one world champion in our industry, and hopefully by the time that tonight's over, we'll have one.
That's definitely a more old school view on things, though.
Definitely. No, definitely. I think it really plays to their time in the business and when they came up and things of that nature.
Yep.
Now we're seeing a recap of the kickoff earlier tonight. Confrontation between Miz and Kofi Kingston.
Do you think we're going to get a match between them now?
Unfortunately.
Of course.
I mean, the matches so far on this card have really been excellent, and I've been invested and just really having fun, and that's really the word here is fun.
Well, that's the problem, though. Kofi Kingston versus The Miz isn't going to allow either one of us to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe forgive it if Kingston could get a win. What does he have to do? Like, Miz has beaten him, I think it's 3 straight times now upcoming in this match, and it could be 4 by the time their match ends.
Could be.
Which, I mean, come on, that's embarrassing for any rivalry.
It's not even a rivalry.
Yeah, really, it's so one-sided. Oh, wait, no, I guess we're not going to do Miz Kofi right now, because it's the tag title matchup next!
Boy, did we call the crap out of that.
And the Real Americans come out first with Zeb Coulter.
Oh, man.
Run with those flags, boys.
Just a little bit of a quick recap. John predicted the tag champions to retain in this match. I predicted the Real Americans to win.
And for the record, I would be amazingly fine with either outcome because I love both teams. So, yeah, really, this isn't a lose-lose for anyone in terms of the audience. I am just going to sit back, turn my brain off, and really let myself get into this match. Because tag team wrestling has never looked better.
Yep.
As we see the recap from this past SmackDown, what a Swiss death by Cesaro to Rhodes.
Swiss death.
And Zeb's face again.
So
yes.
Good. I've never seen an angrier looking happy face.
You and me both, my brother. I don't think we're going to get a dose of Zebetarianism pre-match. I think he's just going to let his tongue stand still for the time being, but I guarantee you if his...
That sounded awkward. He's going to let his tongue stand still.
Yeah, but I guarantee you if his boys, the Real Americans, walk out with the tag team championships, he's going to have plenty to say tomorrow night on Raw.
Especially about Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Rey
If
Mysterio.
that is his real name.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio and The Big Show, who one wrestling fan I saw dubbed them Mysteria Show. So,
I like that. I like that a lot.
I actually like that too. I think it's the best combination you're going to get. In all honesty.
Who was that? Who can we give credit to?
That was, I believe, the John report from John Canton on No DQ.
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
I believe it was him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I swear that was probably him who said it.
Well, John Canton, props. That's a cool name.
Absolutely. Actually makes me feel like there's something more than a thrown-together tag team.
Mysterio Show.
But as we established, dude, 3 out of the 4 teams in this match are thrown together. Actually, no, every team in this match is thrown together. That's what we said. Because even the Rhodes brothers, who seem like the most in sync, really, it just originally started as like a redemption storyline for both of them.
Yeah.
Look at that, Ryback and Curtis Axel coming out together. Rybaxel.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a name going into this thing. We have the Rhodes brothers, who, I mean, they call themselves the Brotherhood, but we just prefer to call them the Rhodes brothers.
Because the Brotherhood's such a dumb name.
And we get this recap from SmackDown 2 weeks ago. I still can't believe that beautiful disaster off the announce table.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Please show Curtis Axel's reaction face when he gets a successful cradle here.
Yes!
I've arrived! Oh, Curtis Axel, you are such a creeper. Like, he strikes me as the guy who immediately just put fake pics ups on his dating profile. It's just like,
Wow.
but you said you drive a Porsche. Yeah, I say a lot of things.
That sounds like you!
Oh, it is.
You're projecting then?
Don't I always?
No, you don't always.
Oh, look at that sign by that fan in the crowd as the Rhodes brothers make their way to the ring. All roads lead to gold. They must think they're clever, and admittedly they are. I'm just a bit jelly.
Would you like a biscuit with your jelly?
Well, it wouldn't make it easier to go down.
That's what she said.
Oh, you.
I just got slapped. Oh, man. What can I say? I can't pass up a good twist joke.
Oh, you know what? A correction from earlier, and I wanted to do it before we got the match underway. It was Jeremy Edwards from No DQ. He's called the Booker Man, who came up with the name Mystery Show.
Okay, well then, Jeremy Edwards. Props to you, and John Canton, I take it back.
Still two great columnists, though, so both worth a read as we get ready for the WWE Tag Team Championship. So excited for this.
You and your No DQ.
Yeah, which that's a stip that this match does not have. So every team better proceed with caution, because I could see this breaking down very quickly.
Yep, here we go. So, wait, the way this works is it's two guys in the ring at any given time, but they can tag anybody else in, right?
Yes, that is correct. Cody Rhodes, if he wanted to, in theory, could tag in Rey Mysterio, and Ryback could tag in Antonio Cesaro if he wanted to.
Oh, what does Ryback's singlet say on the straps?
I guessed it was big wrist, something fist. It's the
probably big fists.
Yeah, big wrist, big fists.
I mean, the big wrists thing is kind of dumb, but big fists is pretty awesome.
You see there, Ryback trying to overpower Cody Rhodes, which isn't going to be too hard to do. But as you said, much like the Damien Sandow Big E Langston match earlier, it's going to really be, like that power versus that. It's going to be
I heard something pop.
And it wasn't the crowd.
No, it never was.
Oh, man, that was so funny the first time he said that. We had the whole cryback shtick from Jericho for a few weeks. Stop the match. Stop the match. I heard something pop. Sin Cara syndrome.
I'm injured.
Oh, Curtis Axel, all this fake confidence. Oh, my God.
He's hilarious, dude. He's so bad on the mic, but he is so hilarious because of how weirdly enthusiastic he is.
It's like, I half expect him to turn to the audience after each move, and he's like, do you love me yet? I successfully executed that maneuver. I've arrived. That laugh. There needs to be a YouTube compilation of that laugh.
God, please, no. If you were actually thinking about fulfilling that request, just drop it.
I would seriously watch that video once a day for my emotional health, because you cannot watch something like that, and not laugh and smile.
It would go viral. I might have to do that now.
And now Curtis Axel's like, wait, I know I'm somewhat over in my own mind, but even in my mind, I'm not over enough to take on the Big Show.
Well, he's going for it. He has the hammerlock. He's going for the hammerlock at least. Didn't quite get it though.
Yeah, and that lasted as long as a Daniel Bryan world title defense at WrestleMania.
Wow. Low blow, John. Low blow.
Ric Flair style. Woo! A squeak woo.
That might have been the best woo of all time.
And you see Big Show now telling me to shush as he goes for this offense.
Why did they let him do that?
I don't know.
At least it looked like Curtis Axel was struggling, but Show had to keep his hand on his neck. Why?
Well, see,
every now and then he'll get them in the corner and they'll just stay there and wait for him to slap.
Well, see, that's why I like how he did it here. It's not like Goldust, who just leaves the opponent's head just hanging there before he does the uppercut. Not today. Let me breathe first. Uppercut. Thanks for that 5-minute spot there, Goldust.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Rey Mysterio sporting the gold attire today, potentially to match his new tag team championship should he come out victorious tonight.
I'm telling you, man, Real Americans got this.
Dude, like I said, no objections from me if that happens. They are so good.
And they'll probably do that to at least start a split up for the Rhodes brothers so they can have their one-on-one match at Mania.
Nice teamwork demonstrated there by Ryback. So I'm
telling you, dude, they're awesome together. I didn't even know that they could cut hilarious promos like they did on Backstage Fallout, and I like them because they actually have good tag team chemistry. They're good together.
Definitely. If only WWE would give them more of a platform to work with, verbally speaking, because I think they deserve it. I mean, Zeb gets mic time. Really, if it's not every segment, it's definitely every other segment, that the Real Americans would be a part of. Right. And I think Ryback should be extended the same courtesy, because if what we got on Backstage Fallout is really what they're capable of, dude, they're hilarious.
That's the thing, though, dude. I almost feel like they would get over as babyfaces because of how funny they are together.
Right. I mean, if you
the doofus heels that people cheer for because they're entertaining.
Right. Because I remember even when Santino would do like the comedic heel, there seemed to be fans who really seemed to like him. Especially when he would do things like assault Jared from Subway or steal the Subway sandwich. But I feel like Ryback still does it even better than that because
I just keep on thinking about that Backstage Fallout though. Like, I'm the big guy and he's the medium guy. Wait, why am I the medium guy? Because I'm the big guy. Oh, okay. Well, did you see what we did out there? Like, I couldn't tell if Axel was really excited or just stoned.
Yeah, he kept NXT at bay for another week, but I really think that's just his natural giddiness. It's quite off-putting to a degree, but I enjoy it. Nice spinebuster there by Goldust.
We just beat the tag team champions. You know what that means? That we're the number one contenders. Well, yeah, but do you know what else that means? That we're going to be the next WWE tag team champions. Yeah, but what else does it mean? They just kept going.
Oh, Curtis Axel.
And then right.
Okay, so I guess the way I take it is that means that the team. Yeah, it's an elimination style. Okay.
Why didn't they say that?
I wish they did, dude, because my prediction may have changed. I'm not going to change it now. I'm going to stick with the Rhodes brothers, but I wish I knew that this was elimination style, not first fall to the finish.
What the heck?
Well, Ryback's the first team eliminated. Wow. And Goldust picked up the pin on Ryback with a schoolboy. Double wow.
Wow.
Ryback, a guy who used to take John Cena to the limit, had a last man standing match with him that ended in a double countout, as in Cena not winning. And he gets pinned with a schoolboy roll-up by Goldust today. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Honestly, dude, with it being elimination style, I don't know how anybody, with the way Big Show and Rey Mysterio have been working together, and just because who they are, I mean, could it come down to the Real Americans and Big Show and Mysterio? I don't know now.
And then Cesaro hits the big swing on Big Show.
I did say it, didn't I? Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, dude. I hope so. I really do.
Oh, baby!
I mean, let me ask you, Ashton, even though, again, I'm not going back, and I don't think you are either, do you think if you had known prior to this match happening that it was elimination style that your prediction may have changed?
No, I'm sticking with the Real Americans, man. I'm telling you, they're winning.
All right, man. I hope Raymond...
It's one of those things where it's a fatal four-way match, and whether it's elimination style or not, fatal four-way matches are just too hard for the champion to overcome.
Right.
Because it's one of those things where, I mean, in most fatal four-way matches, the champion doesn't even need to get pinned in order to lose.
See, I don't know what team I want eliminated next, because on the one hand, the Real Americans and the Rhodes Brothers...
I want the Rhodes Brothers to get eliminated next.
So that we're guaranteed to have new champions, huh? So, and we can begin the split.
Well, that, and I want a freaking big swing on Big Show, like we've been saying.
Yeah, definitely. And look at I love Cesaro. Beautiful transition. Keeps Goldust isolated and gets offense. That's a wrestler's wrestler.
Yep.
And only a 2 count. Cesaro, man, I'm sorry. When he goes into singles, I think Damien Sandow and maybe even Daniel Bryan to a degree need to watch themselves because I am going to get behind Cesaro big time. Like I'm telling you, man, with Morrison out of the picture, even though I love Daniel Bryan to death, I don't find myself getting excited for a lot of performers like I do Cesaro. It's a great feeling. He's just a freak athlete.
Why would you call him a freak? That's so mean.
I mean it in the most endearing way possible, Cesaro, you Swiss Superman. And you see now he tags in Swagger, so my energy immediately drops.
Of course.
But you know what, Ashton? Here's my reasoning, right? You know, Mysterio show, again, I'm saying that they're probably going to make it to the end simply because of who they are. It's Rey Mysterio and the Big Show. However, like, if it was Cody Rhodes and the Real Americans, I just think that's a story coming full circle. I mean, their feud began, really, when the Real Americans gave Cody Rhodes and Goldust their first loss as a team. Then, you know, they defended their tag titles against the Real Americans on an edition of SmackDown, and they overcame in a great match. And now they got another non-title victory over them again just a little bit ago. I think it was just last Friday on the Go Home show.
Yep.
And now we're here. So it's like it's this total full circle thing. I think they actually have an established and legitimate feud as far as the tag team division is concerned. And I just wouldn't want Mysterio show to steal that spotlight.
I flinch every time you say Mysterio show for some reason. It just sounds so weird because I'm so prepared for you to say Mysterio, and then it comes out, and I'm like, whoa, wait, what?
Why does Goldust always do that with the hot tag? Like, he's always right there, and there's the springboard elbow. He's always right there, but it's almost like he's about to do a flare flop right into Cody Rhodes.
Oh, dude, we're not the only ones that want Big Show to get swung by Cesaro. Corey Graves just tweeted that he wanted it too.
Epic. Oh, is he going to use it on Goldust?
Oh, yes he is.
Holy crap. But that could mean an elimination. I mean, Goldust has really been worn out. A giant...
Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy just watching this one. This is a good one.
Wow, look at the teamwork by the Real Man. That was nice. And I think Cody knew it too. Cody saw it coming. But that was beautiful by Cesaro. Normally, he just throws his opponent in a nameless direction. He actually incorporated a methodology to that swing. Cesaro's just bloody brilliant.
Bloody brilliant, mate.
Oh, man, and now Swagger's setting Goldust up potentially for a Swagger bomb. And Swagger's hair. He's pulling a Dolph Ziggler with that hair, getting a lot of sorts.
Needs to tag Big Show or Mysterio in so that one of them can eliminate Goldust and get them worn down a little bit.
Leapfrog of Doom!
The people!
Probably one of my favorite double team maneuvers in all honesty. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Great
choreography. Cesaro does is just amazing. Without exception, really.
Definitely. No, absolutely. Even when he goes for those wrestles, like you see him doing here with Goldust, he makes it look so painful because of those arms. Like, he's literally trying to pop your head off and twist it off like a cork to a wine bottle. And,
that really is what it looks like, hilariously enough.
Goldust, look at that, doing some leapfrogging of his own with, whoa! Can Goldust make the tag now?
Oh, I love that sunset flip powerbomb. That's such a cool looking move.
And Goldust actually has great form. I have to give him credit. Now, can he actually make an appropriate hot tag? That's the question. And I was about to say no, but Swagger gets dumped to the outside. Oh, and again, he does the somewhat flare flop, quasi-flare flop. Oh, Cody, I'm going to tag you, but not yet because I'm out of energy. Okay. Oh, look at Swagger here. Wow, and Cody hit
MVP.
Wow, he came through in the clutch, and if you notice Cody's leg, that hit,
he's selling it.
Hurricane Rana there by Goldust, which
I'm telling you, Goldust is about to get pinned.
Oh, look at Big Show here. Now, why would you do that? I get that you're the babyface team, but when you see that the tag team champions are isolated and you have a chance to really do something, why would you, That's a silly move. I understand ethics, between the heel and the babyface, but a matchup is a matchup and a title shot is a title shot. You do what you have to do.
Exactly.
But Cesaro, look at that. He's not out there doing such a great isolation game, I swear.
They're amazing. Well, Cesaro, more specifically, is amazing.
Devin, I'm telling you, somewhere, I bet you the Real Americans, before their match, had a conversation with the Shield, and they're like, what's the best way to cut the ring off? What's the best way to do things? But I can't see Goldust not getting the tag here, and he does, and now I just got terrified for the Real Americans.
Doesn't matter, dude. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we have Cesaro and Big Show in the ring, dude, if there was ever a time to do it.
I don't know. It's too soon, I think, dude.
I'm inclined to agree. Oh, man, he just tosses Cesaro into the corner. Oh.
Cesaro's going to get a tag.
What a shoulder block.
Call it a hunch.
Please counter this time, Cesaro, please.
Dude, the sell on that shoulder block was legendary.
Yeah, it was. Oh, look at that swagger. Oh, knockout punch. Damn. Uppercut. Oh. Wow.
Really?
Wow. Disappoint, honestly. Comes down to the two babyface teams. Personally, dude, I'm honestly kind of angry about that. I think that's very disrespectful to the Real Americans.
Yeah.
Mysterio and Big Show have been together long enough for me to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks, and they're in the finals of this thing with the Rhodes brothers.
Oh, so stupid.
And look at that, Big Show showing respect, making sure Goldust is all right, backing up. To me, I don't know. I would have liked, again, you know what I wanted. The Rhodes brothers and the Real Americans really bringing their, beef full circle.
Are Mysterio Show seriously going to win the tag team championships tonight?
God, I hope not. Now I hope my initial prediction was right and the Rhodes brothers do retain. I don't know. I can't get behind Big Show and Rey Mysterio being the tag team champions. It's a short-term tag team.
Yeah, but which one of them is going to eat the pin?
I think Mysterio by Cody Rhodes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, granted, Cody was a heel when he's pinned Mysterio before, but I believe he can do it again. Did you see that, though, between Cody and Goldust?
Yeah.
Cody, I think, was trying to console Goldust a little bit. He was pretty much just like, get out of my way. I can do this. I'm fine.
Yeah, Goldust is trying to be like a Superman in this match, man. He's like freaking Iron Man. I feel like he's the only Rhodes brother to be in the match at all.
Yeah, really. We haven't really seen too much of Cody, all things considered. And I can't believe he actually nailed that. Now, come on. I would have bought Big Show totally catching Goldust there.
That was bad.
Yeah, Big Show doing the sell. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, dude, selling wasn't the bad part about that. The fact that Show just stood there and watched Goldust climb the top rope was bad.
Yeah. And here, no! Another counter with the DDT! Now, is he gonna make he goes for the cut? Why?
He's trying to pull a Superman, and that's gonna cost them the titles. Mysterio Show's winning.
Oh, he made a tag there. Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but you know what, though, dude? I'm still inclined to agree with you for some reason. Even though he made the tag, don't give up on your theory just yet, because there's something off about Goldust tonight. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, maybe he's going to do a forced tag. Cody gets a little bit too close to the corner, and he tags himself in.
Yeah, pride cometh before the fall, no doubt.
He's like, all right, I'm good, let's go.
Can Cody hit the beautiful disaster? I find it ironic these two men in the ring. Big Show was the one to deprive Cody of his last championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Is he going to do the same thing to Cody here tonight with the tag titles?
Yikes. Man, what the heck? I wanted Real Americans to win so bad.
You know what? You really were. I was really starting to buy more stock in the idea the more you talked about it, and I agree. That is disappointing. I mean, even if they didn't win, the fact that they didn't make it to the finals of this matchup really is a crime. There's the senton executed successfully by Mysterio. But Cody there with the kick. But of course, Mysterio still coming in hot.
It is Mysterio.
Again, though, I like when these two mix it up because I was a huge fan of their feud when Rhodes was a heel, you know, with the plastic mask and, you know, hideous Cody Rhodes. Mysterio here. Oh, Cody catches him in the electric chair, but I'm guessing Ray's going to roll through. No, he doesn't. I was going to say roll through in the Hurricane Rana, but he nails the beautiful disaster. Wow. And oh, man, that was close. And Goldust isn't even on the apron. He is worn out. I could see you being right, though, and him trying to steal a tag, and the other babyface team capitalizes. Now he's looking to Ray, going to go for Crossroads, but Ray there with the knees to the face. Drop toe hold there. He's going to try and dial it up. Oh, Goldust tried interfering, but he caught one as well. 619 to Goldust. Remember, Cody Rhodes is the legal man here, folks.
Yeah.
Look at that. Big Show pulling Goldust outside. Throws him outside. Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, and you catch that, Show. You catch a man vaulting himself off the apron.
He almost didn't catch it.
Look at Cody, though, trying to fight back. This is very interesting dynamic here now because I think Goldust has been completely taken out. I mean, maybe he'll try and crawl back and make an effort that way, but oh, Big Show eating steel post.
You know, Big Show might get slack for, or get crap for being boring in the ring, but he might be the last great giant wrestler.
Oh, definitely. Oh, Rick, what? Wow. And Cody kicks out. I'm sorry, I never expected a maneuver like that to come out of Rey Mysterio. The powerbomb counter.
Powerbomb out of nowhere. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, for Rey Mysterio of all people.
That was so random. I mean, he used to do that in WCW to the smaller guys, but I don't think he's used it in the WWE. If at all, it's been a long time.
Oh, wait, Cody caught him! Oh, but Rey again.
Yeah, Ray. I'm telling you, dude, you can't count Ray out.
Oh, but Cody caught it! What a sequence!
Oh, man. Alabama Slam? Alabama Slam? Ray's really flexing it. Wow.
You know what, Ashton? We can say what we want about how this match ended up, but I have to give them this. What a sequence this is.
Yeah, I mean, the match isn't going to have the result that I wanted, but it's still a really good...
Cody hit it! He got it! He got it!
There we go.
Oh, yes! Oh, they overcame. I was really worried about that. Wow.
Unbelievable.
They survived for another event. That was amazing. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio never disappoint.
I just saw Dolphins 1925 on Reddit actually said that the Real Americans were supposed to win.
Oh, wow.
So either he was given the wrong information from his source, or when the WWE found out about the leak, they changed the result of the match.
Leaks ruin everything. I mean, at least the Rhodes brothers retained, though. Seriously.
Oh, right here it says, misinformation I received from my source. Congrats to WWE. I'm done for the night.
Excellent.
Wow. Next WWE DVD, The Rise and Fall of Dolphins 1925.
I could just see Triple H. And this internet fan was coming in and totally ruining our product. And quite frankly, I knew I had to do something before things got really out of hand.
So I isolated his source, water-ragged him, and then made him squeal.
Because someone of my pedigree...
I said water-ragged, waterboarded.
I actually like water-ragged, and I hope we get that trending one day on Twitter.
It's basically the same thing. You put a rag over someone's face and pour water on it to simulate the sensation of drowning.
Right. Yeah, and the primetime players, I think, advertising the Brawlin' Buddies. Darren Young's got The Rock. Titus O'Neil's got John Cena. Gee, I wonder what this is playing to.
There's Sheamus.
Yeah, in Brawlin' Buddy form. Held by the Great Khali. Wait, who?
Oh, hey!
Is that Brodus Clay? Who is that?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, by El Torito, accompanied by Los Matadores. It would be so great if this Brawling Buddy segment ended up in a six-man tag, Collie and the Primetime Players against El Torito and Los Matadores.
Yeah. Yes.
There's Bricky, and Vicky Guerrero's playing with Brodus Clay. Brad playing with John Cena.
Brad Maddox is hilarious.
Wow.
This is awful.
Kane saved the segment as the director of operations. Kane never looked more menacing than in a suit and with some hair. Looks so good. Kane, do not indulge in the comedy of this segment. Do not pick up one of those Brawling Buddies. Do not.
You know he's going to.
And he did. Oh, look at that. Shows you what he thinks about John Cena.
And apparently he likes Brodus Clay.
And a nice segue because he used the Brodus Clay Brawling Buddy to take out John Cena. And we got the real Brodus Clay coming out right now.
Is it going to be a tag match or a one-on-one, though?
I don't know.
I'm guessing a tag match, unfortunately. I'd really like to see a one-on-one between Brodus and Woods. I seriously need to stop doing that. I spent all of this past January, February, March, and April scouting college players for the NFL, and one of them was Xavier Rhodes. And now he's a Minnesota Viking, and so, of course, because I scouted him, I have to check up to see how he's playing every now and then, so he's relevant to my mind. And now there's an Xavier Woods, and my brain just can't handle all of it.
You'll be fine. You'll overcome.
What am I, John Cena?
No, you're 10 million times better.
Aw!
As we see
that
now,
was corny.
I know. Only on live reactions, baby. I must say, I do like the high five little sequence between Brodus and Tenzai on top of the stage. We need something like that. We need our own little signature high five thing.
Our own little signature high five thing, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I just realized this is Xavier Woods' pay-per-view debut.
Actually, well, technically you're right, but I think only as a valet because the title plate came up as only R-Truth, so I think this is a one-on-one match.
Oh, between Truth and Clay?
I'm guessing so.
What the heck, man?
I thought it would have been more appropriate to have the veteran go against the veteran in terms of, R-Truth and Tenzai. And maybe that could have finally hinted at Tenzai going heel, but now I just think Tons of Funk is going to dissolve altogether.
Yeah, that's
which is honestly kind of a shame because I know we have the one heel tag team with 3MB that are jobbers. We have the one heel team with 3MB that are with the Shield. I mean that are legitimate, real Americans. You can make the same case, though. I'm still soured how they got treated in the last match. But Brodus Clay and Tenzai.
It was CM Punk. What do you want him to do?
Wait, beg pardon?
You're soured by the way the Shield was treated in a match?
No, I'm talking about the real Americans.
Oh. Okay.
No, because I said the Shield's legitimate, and you can make the same case with the real Americans, but I'm still
I see.
Yeah. But with...
It's also so built up, too.
I know.
The only person that's ever won a match after that move has been executed was John Cena, and it was a cage match.
Yeah.
Do you remember that match?
I unfortunately, yeah, I do.
Big Show hit the knockout punch and then just talk trash to the crowd for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know John Laurinaitis put his faith in me to keep his job secure, but I'm going to talk trash to all of you after Cena's laid out, because there's no way he can recuperate. Oh, wait. Oops.
Such a horrible pay-per-view.
Indeed.
Which one was that? No Way Out 2013 or 12?
Yeah, 2012, No Way Out.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah, this is Truth versus Brodus Clay.
You want to make any sudden predictions, seeing as how this match wasn't a part of the initial card, as we see Truth there with the spinning axe kick?
Truth wins. Brodus goes berserk afterwards. Cue breakup of Tons of Funk.
I sign on to that completely. But you know, I mean, Brodus has got to feel quite insulted to be thrown on the card last minute. I mean, you know, because he's a main event player.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, do you remember that one WWE Championship match he had like a year ago against Randy Orton? Wasn't that so good?
I don't remember that, no.
Man, no, that was a wrestling clinic, man. Yeah, you missed out.
What was it, a 30-second squash?
Yeah, definitely, because Brodus is just so dominant. You know, nobody can stand up to him. What a
No, I wasn't being sarcastic. I don't remember it, so I actually need you to remember.
Oh, no, it really wasn't even a thing. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, what the heck, man? Don't lead me on like that!
I took you for a ride, and you didn't even buckle your seatbelt.
You didn't give me an opportunity to.
I'm sorry.
You started the car and just pulled out. I was like, wait, Dad, I have to buckle up!
I've had family members do that to me, believe it or not. I'll get in the car, and I'll start to close the door, and they'll start pulling out of the driveway, and I'm like, what the hell?
The moral of the story is, much like money, never loan a friend your Funkadactyls.
Did you just come up with that on the spot, or did you read that somewhere?
That was a Corey Graves tweet.
Oh, wow, Corey.
He's awesome.
Dude, I hope he kind of incorporates how he talks on Twitter into his promo style a little bit, because he genuinely gets a laugh out of me.
I heard that just now.
Oh, man.
You really found that quite funny. I was surprised that you laughed that hard, actually.
Well, it was just so out of nowhere, because we're talking about cars pulling out of driveways and people being inadequately prepared, and now you're talking about morals to stories in regards to this video, and I'm like, what scene did we skip? But that's the way I like it.
Oh, man, here we go.
I gotta say, and you know, I may get some heat for this later in the comments from our audience, but I do like how Brodus Clay, now that he seems to be going heel, is being booked. I like the offense. I like the.
I don't know why you would catch heat for that. That's not an offensive comment or something that's unagreeable at all. I think most people would probably agree with you. I think most people liked Brodus Clay when he was on NXT just because he's a powerhouse who does suplexes.
Hopefully, though, when he goes heel, because the one big problem I had with him, but then again, I can't blame him because he was still so green when he was with Del Rio, is that he really had no personality as a heel. I'd hope that he'd retain some semblance of one when he returns to that state, maybe even after this match. I mean, who knows? But just, yeah, how he's literally throwing his weight around is really nice, you know, because when he was a babyface, he really did look like a jobber. You know, eating pins left and right, either him or Tenzai. Tons of Funk never really, to me, looked like a credible team.
Right.
So this is refreshing, you know, and Brodus, I think, has more support than even I originally gave him credit for. Like, when you hear the reaction to him potentially going heel, a lot of people said, well, it's about time. I think he can do great things. You know, this is good to see. So, yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Brodus can do going forward when he goes heel. And this.
Oh, Tenzai trying to prevent Brodus from throwing Truth into the steel steps.
Tenzai.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Tenzai and Brodus remind me a lot of me and you when we're just joking around on Skype. Like, you're the calm voice of reason. I'm just like, don't you censor me! And then I just go and do whatever the hell I want. But no, dude, what were you saying earlier?
Brodus Clay has R-Truth hung up in the Tree of Woe.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be.
Against Brodus Clay, you're darn right it is.
Forget calling your mama, folks. Truth may want to call a medic by the time this is over.
Call a medic!
Look at Tenzai on the apron again. Look at this. But here's the thing, though. I don't necessarily entirely agree with Tenzai either. I feel like this lecture would be more appropriate if Clay continued this type of assault post-match. Like, the match is still in progress, and Brodus is just trying to win.
Yeah, and he's about to get caught in a roll-up, I bet.
Or the what's up. And Tenzai walking off.
Oh, my. Now
he's lecturing the Funkadactyls. And now they're walking off too. Look at this.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
The kick. And now the schoolboy for the win.
2, 3. Wow.
What happened? No, my main event status is gone.
What an angry Funkasaurus.
I guarantee you when he gets home, he's going to put some fuel in that spaceship. He's going to get as far away from Planet Funk as possible.
That's the angriest dinosaur I've seen since Jurassic Park 3.
Moggle.
Michael?
Every time you do that, it's like you have a direct line to my funny bone. Oh, man.
Brodus has really slimmed down, though. He looks so much better than he did when he first was on NXT.
Dude, he really does. And you know what? That's why I'm confident. If they were to give him something of a serious push when he reverts back to being a heel, I think he could do something. I really do, because he's in great shape.
Vinnie Mac.
Yeah, talking to John Cena. So we really don't know where Vince McMahon is aligned. The rumors were circulating for the longest time that when he'd return to TV, whenever that was, that he'd be back as a babyface. Is Vince going to have a hand in how this match ends tonight? I don't know.
I doubt it. He's probably just there to come out after the match is over to shake hands and take pictures with the new unified champion.
I mean, he did it technically with Chris Jericho. I mean, granted, McMahon hated Austin at the time, who Jericho faced in the final round. But, yeah.
Kofi Miz. Oh, dude, please let Kofi win this one, finally.
I like the attire Kofi's sporting tonight.
Yeah.
I just...
Oh, man. Green and bright yellow.
I'm sorry. Every match so far tonight, I think, in all honesty, has been good. Even the Brodus Clay R-Truth match we just saw, because I think it really served.
That was actually the psychology of that match. At least was really good.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like the psychology and the story of Brodus becoming more distant from his tag team partner, Tenzai and the Funkadactyls. Like that served a purpose, and for that, like I give it the nod, and I'm cool with it. Plus, it was a genuinely good match in some parts, especially with Brodus Clay really exerting his dominance. This, even if it turns out to be a good match, it's just there's no emotional investment there for me because Miz has beaten Kingston 3 times.
Yeah.
Before this. It's just wow.
It is just wow.
Which reminds me, everybody can look forward to our post pay-per-view TwitWow review. Can't wait to do that with you, bud, when the show closes. I think
always fun to review a show immediately after watching it, and that's why I love our Raw reviews so much, because it's like it's fresh in your mind. You don't have any time to overthink something, and you just go.
Absolutely. And I see Miz is bringing the jacket back. So he's slowly starting to reassimilate with his old heel form.
All aboard the douche wagon!
You know what? Honestly, because I'm pinning all of my friggin' fantasy hopes, if Miz beats Kofi here, I'm telling you, Morrison comes back, they have a great feud.
Oh, dude! That would be so amazing. Just imagine... Say the Miz comes out at like 21 at the Rumble, and on his way to the ring, he cuts a promo about how he is this superstar, the most must-see superstar in WWE history, and he's going to prove it by winning the Royal Rumble and going from the pre-show to the main event. Because he was the pre-show at Mania 29. So,
right.
And then, number 22...
it pops so hard.
Now listen, there's ain't no make believe. I found out there's like that song isn't just a Jim Johnston original. That's actually by a band called the Stone Free Experience.
Oh, really cool.
It's like a Jimi Hendrix tribute band.
And I think Miz got the counter there. Yes, he did, because Kofi got the worst of that one. Again, pretty much this match, same notes as the last match. Really love the aggression by Kingston, but I think it's not going to be enough.
It's actually a no disqualification match. I just heard that on Twitter, read that on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't even pointed it out on the actual pay-per-view, but it was on Twitter.
Well, you know what? In that case, they've got a little bit of my investment back. Just a little bit.
Just a tiny little eensy-weensy little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Kingston there. Oh, man, just driving Miz into the barricade. But
Yeah,
no, dude.
sweet.
You know what's so funny, though? Is that the promo you cut on behalf of The Miz, like fantasy booking the Rumble, is better than pretty much all of Miz's mic work. So I give you credit for making The Miz appear like a better talker than he actually is.
Yeah, and I stumbled with my words at the very beginning of that, too, so I want to apologize for that. But I think I got my point across.
Oh, you did very well, as only you can, my friend. But yeah, dude, if that happens, and even if it only be like a one-time thing, like Morris would just be like, you know, the Rumble was near where I was shooting my latest film. I saw the Miz running his mouth, and I decided to do something about it. So Miz can consider us even, and I would be cool with that. I mean, oh man, that looked painful. Oh, Kingston, yeah, it shattered. You're done. You're done.
The 3 returns that I want at the Royal Rumble this year are Steve Blackman, John Morrison, and Goldberg.
3 returns I won at the Rumble. Definitely Morrison is my number 1. Jake Roberts, and I'd sign on to Goldberg. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, the reason I say Steve Blackman is because the Royal Rumble's in Pittsburgh, and he's from Anvil, so...
Right.
A couple-hour drive.
Apparently, according to one report I read, but then again, you can make that case every year, that they do say that there are some surprises in store in terms of returns and just certain entrants in the Rumble. Cannot wait. That's really one of the main reasons why I love the match. The 3 main reasons. 1, obviously, it sets up one of the main feuds for Mania. 2, the saves, because any more people like Kofi and Morrison have really raised the bar of how to save yourself from elimination in the Rumble.
Dude, I will never forget that 2011 Royal Rumble with the big returns of friggin' Diesel and Booker T.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because, like, those 2 returns had huge repercussions. Like, Diesel's return, later that year, Kevin Nash screwed CM Punk out of a title, had multiple appearances at pay-per-views, and even ended up with a ladder match against Triple H. Booker T, not only did he end up in multiple matches against Cody Rhodes, but he was on commentary and ended up being GM.
Yeah. So you never know what returning at the Royal Rumble can do for your career, how it will translate.
I forget who returned at this past Royal Rumble. Wasn't Road Dogg one of them?
Yeah.
He's been...
Road Dogg was one.
It's not like he's been a regular on the product, but the Outlaws made a pretty... They had like 2 or 3 matches after that.
Yeah, they did. And you know, to me, that's really just why I love the Rumble. That was my 3rd reason, actually, the returns, because you never know who's going to come back, even if it's for a one-off. And then there are some guys you have to speculate, is it a one-off, or are they going to have a short program? You know, what is it?
Dude, I just thought of something. I wonder if they're going to have another NXT tournament or Battle Royale this year to get one of the NXT guys in the Rumble.
I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, that's another thing I read somewhere. I think certain NXT prospects they're going to try and get in the Rumble this year, which would be amazing. Maybe multiple, yeah.
Oh, dude, we're watching a Kofi Kingston versus The Miz match, and this match isn't bad or anything, but, like, I'm so hyped up for the Rumble now.
No, dude, you and me both. Are you kidding? That's really all I really look forward to. I mean, in some ways, even more so than WrestleMania, because I love the Rumble match, and you know the hopes I've been pinning on this Rumble match. If Morrison doesn't...
Now that there's only going to be one main event title, that makes the Royal Rumble mean that much more. Because before, it was for the Royal Rumble, if you won the Royal Rumble, there was about a 50-50 chance that you would win your match at Mania. But if you were the last person eliminated from the Royal Rumble, I think that it was getting close to like 75% chance that you would go into the Rumble with a championship.
Right.
Into WrestleMania with a championship, I mean.
Right, and you got to remember, too, the Elimination Chamber now, I don't know how that's going to change, if they're just going to go back to championship defenses inside the Elimination Chamber, because contendership is no longer a worthwhile endeavor with the Rumble and just one champion. As you see now, Miz undoing the turnbuckle padding. And just to make a remark about this match, I actually do like the heel psychology of the Miz, really capitalizing on the fact that Kofi Kingston missed Trouble in Paradise on the steel post.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like giving the Miz credit, but I will when it's due. His in-ring... How do I put this? I feel like he has matured as an in-ring worker.
Definitely.
He's not as over-the-top and obnoxious. I mean, he's still over-the-top and obnoxious, just not as much.
Oh, look, counter, counter. And, oh, but Miz countering again as well. Wow.
Is the Miz gonna pull a bow again and win with an open turnbuckle?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I think Bo is feeding him like secrets or something on how to win matches.
It's like shockingly obnoxious how much we reference Bo Dallas when we're talking about WWE because of
I know
just
it.
how perfect of a heel champion he is.
And I'm still waiting for some YouTuber to come along and just be like, oh, if you love Bo Dallas so much, why don't you just marry him? Even though we claim consistently to really not like him as a person or as a or anything in that context. But as a champion, he gets it done, man. He pays the bills. You see Kingston there got a drop kick on the Miz, but you got to wonder if Kingston got the worst of that one because of what happened to his leg earlier.
He's selling the crap out of that leg, man.
No, see, that's why. Like, this match has been pretty solid again from like the psychology.
Oh, you know what? Miz is gonna win with a figure 4.
That's what I thought too. Yes.
Now that I realize that Kofi's selling the leg that much, Miz has got to win with the figure 4.
Honestly, I'm amazed. Oh, that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's a big move to miss. Oh no, Kingston with another count. Whoa! Kingston with another counter. Miz hit the turnbuckle there. And Trouble.
Oh! Trouble in Paradise! Cover him, Kofi!
There it is.
Yes!
Finally gets a win.
There we go. Solace.
I'll tell you what, though, even though we didn't discuss it much, make no mistake, folks, I enjoyed that match. I thought Miz showed great psychology. The no DQ step, I think, really helped. And Kingston showed a lot of heart, which is what a babyface should do. Finally got his win back over the Miz. And probably in the grandest of fashion, because honestly, I didn't think he was going to last long after that missed Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah, you even said that was a big move to miss.
Yeah, it really was, because I thought Miz was just going to roll him back in the ring, maybe do a chop block, hook in the figure 4, over. But the idea that Kingston was able to endure and withstand the onslaught, that came in the wake of him missing that maneuver really makes him look like a strong babyface. Nicely done, WWE. That was well done.
Tribute to the Troops preview.
How ironic is it, Ashton, that the two matches I really didn't care for to be added onto this card really delivered in their own ways?
Yeah, well, you can't count that kind of stuff out. Just because it's thrown together doesn't mean it's going to automatically be bad.
Right.
We still have, 2 matches left. The Wyatt match and the main event.
We'll see if our predictions continue to hold water. We said that the Wyatts were going to, overcome Bryan, or if Bryan were to win, it would be by a DQ. So we'll see. I just think this has been a great show so far. And you know what? This show, I think, is going to stand out more than others because of the lack of gimmick matches. And they've still been able to deliver this kind of a quality product. So kudos to the performers tonight. They've done excellent.
Yep.
And really, if these are the only 2 matches left, considering who we're dealing with in both of them, at the very least from an in-ring standpoint, I'd have to think that we're going to go home with this thing. So, it's just being a really strong show and finish strong.
Corey Graves may or may not be racist.
What did he just say?
I wonder if Kofi Kingston had to also fight Sin Cara for the rights to dress like a watermelon.
Oh, wow.
So bad.
His knuckles say stay down. Mine would say just now speechless. Wait a Corey Graves.
Wow, that was a really bad joke.
I only feel comfortable doing it on live reactions. I have no shame here.
No, you don't. Rowan and Harper.
Oh, man, they're here.
Ducky.
Man, whatever he puts in the punch has got to just taste good to have followers like he does. Man. The Wyatt family just always looks so ominous together. Like, you know what? WWE Studios likes churning out horror films. If the Wyatt family, all 3 of them, don't get their own horror film, I would be disappointed.
I 100% agree. Like, oh would be so good. It would basically just be like that one. It would be, you know what it would be? It would be the found footage of that reporter that went to their plantation and never came back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually an epic idea. It would be like the Blair Witch Project or something done right.
Yeah. Oh, well, done right. I don't know if I would say that about WWE Studios, but they would try at least.
Well, I think if you would just cast the appropriate heel, because even with Kane and See No Evil, like I can understand why they did it because it's Kane, but I think even at the time when that movie came out, he wasn't like the heel that he was when he first took off the mask. But like these guys are just so naturally ominous and intimidating and all around terrifying that yeah, they need their own WWE Studios horror film.
Yep.
Definitely.
I mean, if Kane got one.
Exactly. You know, and it would be great exposure for them one way or another. I mean, that's kind of my line of thinking.
Yeah.
And it may be the first WWE Studios film to really get good reviews, even though The Call didn't do too bad. But then again, you had other studios incorporated and Halle Berry and all that. But who cares?
Bryan!
What'd you say?
Bryan!
I know, I was just about to say, who cares about that when Daniel Bryan is yesing down the ramp, baby? Oh, man, I am pumped.
Wow, the crowd doesn't really seem as into it as they usually are. I
Hmm.
mean, they still are, but either they're not as into it or they're just not as well synchronized as other crowds.
Maybe they're just burned out, dude. I mean, because really, yeah, you know, even with the other matches, that there were certain like spots where like things like heated up. I don't really know if they've had the chance to really cool down, because the Divas match certainly didn't serve that purpose tonight, much to my pleasant surprise.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for this match to get going. Like, oh, the Wyatts are so good. Their entrance and their just the aura. Oh, it's so good.
I know. I always talk about presentation with the Real American.
Wait, 6 months or 6 weeks for the Rumble?
Oh wow, really? Well, at least they have significant time to build it.
Yeah, I guess.
I just wonder how much of that time they're going to utilize. Like 4 weeks will go by. Hey guys, the Rumble's in 2 weeks. Oh crap! Who's winning again? Didn't we say Bryan? No, Punk should win. No, Bryan. Punk. Guys. The clear choice is Santino Marella.
No. Remember, he was the hope spot.
Yeah, I got to admit they got me that year.
With Del Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I nearly had a heart attack. I'm like, if you do this, WWE, I swear, I will have the biggest complaint on the internet tomorrow.
It would have been multiple pages long and not even double spaced.
Oh, yeah. And maybe even 7-size font for make it difficult to read. Yeah, you squint those eyes.
Yeah, and it would have been purple on a black background. Ew.
Oh, you're so deliciously evil.
Right?
And you saw Bray Wyatt, speaking of deliciously...
Blue on a red background.
Oh, so nefarious.
Right?
Speaking of nefarious and deliciously evil, though, Bray Wyatt, when he was coming down here, had this huge smile on his face, as we see now he's coming up to the ring here, letting Luke Harper and Eric Rowan start off. And he's sitting in his rocking chair. Get on the apron. You're a part of this, too. What are you doing?
Oh, he'll get involved when he feels like he needs to.
Well, it seems like confidence, borderline cockiness there from Bray Wyatt to just be sitting and watching his boys do the work for right now.
I love the big reveal. When Harper takes the freaking mask off and Rowan is just so ugly under that mask.
He is with the faces he makes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about repugnant, I mean.
His teeth. Ugh. He looks like a freaking rat.
Yeah, he looks like a mutated rat found its way in toxic waste, and to keep up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references, he's certainly no Splinter. So.
And then had sex with Sheamus.
Oh God! Oh, I can never unsee that.
Well,
Forever unclean.
Don't even tell me that Eric Rowan doesn't look like Sheamus upside down.
He does.
Especially 2009 Sheamus with the super spiky hair. That's totally Eric Rowan's beard.
Yeah, when Sheamus was going around looking like a faux Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing Sheamus could do with those Dragon Balls back then, and even now, though I'll admit, as much as it kills me to admit it, I'm intrigued about Sheamus potentially returning as a heel.
He needs to be a heel. He's way better as a heel than he ever has been as a face.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a douchebag as a face. Let him be a douchebag while he's a heel. That's a good thing. That's like
I steal other people's property and assault them during the post-match, even after I've won and made my point. Oh, man, and speaking of making a point, Daniel Bryan about to set up that surfboard. Please have a Dragon Sleeper transition, please. Love that maneuver.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dig those eyes out. Dig them out. Yeah!
Nostrils out, not the eyes. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe he should do both.
I don't think Bryan is quite strong enough to get Luke Harper up into a freaking surfboard. He's a pretty big dude.
That's true.
He's like 6'6" or 6'7", 260-something pounds.
And at least Daniel Bryan acknowledges that, and he didn't try and hulk up there to keep with the realism of the match.
Yep.
Just like, let me do offense I know I can do. Let me take him out at the legs. Chop that redwood with the only way I know how. A chainsaw. Yeah.
Are you comparing Bryan to Tajiri now?
Tajiri wishes he was this good.
Oh, no. He was the buzzsaw, not a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Same.
Way to go there.
Close enough.
Well, at least Saw was in both titles, so I'll give you that much.
Eric Rowan's Scoop Slam might be the best in the WWE right now.
Yeah,
just the way he delivers it and the impact that comes with it.
Right. Well, it looks like it has genuine impact, and oh, what a diving forearm to the back.
It makes Ezekiel Jackson so jelly.
Definitely. Where is Ezekiel Jackson? I feel like he's the new Trent Beretta. Where's Zeke?
Yeah. He's not even on NXT, man.
The jury's still out about how I feel about Eric Rowan's bear hug. In one way, I like the variation, but in another, I'm like, does it really look that impactful, or does it just look like a big mess? I don't know
yet. A little bit of both. The fact that it looks like a big mess just fits his character, though.
Yeah.
That's who he is. He is a big mess.
Oh, what a one-handed flapjack it seemed to be there.
Yeah.
You know what? We always talk about Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, and deservedly so, because they're amazing, but Eric Rowan really seems to start to be putting the pieces together in terms of his repertoire and whatnot. Really beginning to find himself as a powerhouse.
And in comes Luke Harper, the Beast.
I wonder what significant spot from Harper we're going to see on this pay-per-view Survivor Series. We saw a dragon suplex, which I still can't get out of my head.
You love that dragon suplex, man.
Well, the force, man! Like, it was amazing.
That's like all you're talking about now.
Well, no, that...
Harper's just like, would you like to join me, my master? And Bray's just like, oh, yeah!
Yeah, the table is set. Let the feasting begin.
The gloves, and in this case, the Hawaiian shirt, are off.
Oh, man.
Oh, Bray Wyatt's in the ring, and the crowd is going mild.
Way to go. Oh, Bray Wyatt like a freight train colliding with Bryan. Wow.
Such a beast. When was the last time somebody his size was his level of athletic? Like, other than Umaga, who was about the only person I can think of even comparable to him.
Yeah, same here. Umaga's the only one I can think that can even compare.
And I think Bray Wyatt's finisher is going to get him way more over than Umaga's ever did. Yeah,
well, I mean, in retrospect, Umaga's finisher was just a tape thumb with apparently a lot of force behind it.
Dude, that, to me, Umaga could have been a main event WWE champion caliber guy if he would have had a decent finisher. But that thumb to the throat was just so dumb.
I couldn't even... Oh, he's doing that spot again!
He's not doing the exact spot.
Well, I actually think it's better this time. He's actually crawling more. He's not stumbling this far.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
How creepy, though.
He executed that to perfection. No, he totally redeemed himself from that. I believe that was Extreme Rules where he had the mess up against Kingston. Or wait,
I
no.
don't know when it was, but it was awesome. And that was even better.
Yeah.
Roll. Oh my god. These guys are so methodical. And they aren't quote unquote exciting at all by typical WWE standards. But holy crap, are their matches amazing.
Well, by WWE standards, a guy like William Regal doesn't constitute as exciting either, but I love watching him, and I love watching these guys.
See, and these guys are nothing like William Regal, too. Like,
No.
they aren't technically sound. They aren't technically savvy. They aren't gonna get you in a wrist lock, or work a hold, or work a body part. They're just gonna beat the ever-living crap out of you, and you're gonna buy it because that's just what they look like they can do.
No, if these three guys cornered me, I would literally sink to my knees and just accept it because there's no hope.
You would become Theus for a split second.
Well, actually, no. I said sink to my knees. I didn't say put my hands together and pray. Let's not get ridiculous. But what a boot by Harper!
Oh, jeez. That was just superfluous. Oh, man. I love how Harper keeps looking to Wyatt like, Master, am I doing you a good job here?
I'm telling you, and it's a shame because when this group, which I hope isn't for a long time to come, finally does begin to dissolve, I could see Luke Harper being the first to leave, but I would love it if Luke Harper stayed by Bray Wyatt's side and really was the muscle, because he's just so good.
I could see them kicking out Eric Rowan, especially if that big trucker powerlifter guy from NXT gets pulled up.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember his name, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah,
look at Bray here offering the hand to Bryan. Bryan with this look on his face.
No! Oh, he just kicked his hand, really? Was that supposed to hurt? Come on, Bryan, you're better than that.
It's there defiance.
The elbow to the face.
Ah! Bray Wyatt there. Now look at that, now talking trash. Bray is incensed.
This feels like a lose-lose situation for Bryan. Like, if he loses, it sucks because it makes him look weaker on the title contention ladder. But if he wins, he is going to get the living crap beat out of him on the way to getting there.
A Daniel Bryan Christmas, everybody!
Could you imagine if he had to win the Royal Rumble with taped ribs? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, what a story that would be, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of beat up I feel like he can get in this match. Like, randomly Eric Rowan, or not Eric Rowan, Luke Harper hits that discus lariat, and Bryan kicks out in the first one, and then, like, Bray Wyatt comes in and hits Sister Abigail, and Bryan kicks out, and he's the first one, and they just give up, and they all get in the ring and start kicking him and beating him up. Like,
right.
I'm saying, like, if he just does not give up under any circumstances, and he just keeps going, but he just gets the living crap out of him.
Oh, Bryan's hit second gear now.
Oh my god, he's so good. He hit the double drop kick to eliminate both guys.
Because he's Daniel freaking Bryan.
Now he's trying to lift the Harper up on the top. What's he gonna do? A Dragon Rana?
Oh, I wish, but he did a back suplex.
Side suplex.
Harper kicks out. What'd you ask?
What was that suplex off the top rope? What kind of suplex was that?
I thought it was just a regular back suplex.
Oh, okay.
Bryan, now the crowd, I think, is really starting to get into it now. They love Bryan when he goes into the second gear.
Yep. This is how you get a crowd pumped up, man. He is the master at it.
I'll tell you, everybody is treating each other in this match like a human pinata.
Yeah, no kidding. He nailed the kick to the head.
I want my candy now! Ah! Over and over with the kicks, and now going to the top, and there's the headbutt. And there you see Rowan again.
What a save.
You could say that again. But a kick to the head by Bryan. I saw what you did there, and they're doing this spot. Wow. Rowan tangled up in the ropes.
Oh, man.
There's no worse place to be than at Bryan's Mercy because, spoiler alert, he shows none.
Yeah, exactly. And he shouldn't, because they wouldn't do it for him. They wouldn't give him that same benefit.
Oh, man, Rowan dumped outside. Harper dumped outside. And here's the thing, folks. If this was the Royal Rumble, you'd have 2 eliminations right there. Schoolboy and Bray kicks out.
Oh, man. This match, dude. This match.
You know, some people seem to find it weird that there were 2 handicap matches on a pay-per-view. Suicide Dive. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable. He did that on Friday to Harper, too.
Drop toe hold to Rowan into the steel steps. Bryan might do this here.
Holy crap.
The hot shot to Bray Wyatt. And now he goes to the top rope. Oh, the drop kick and the kip up. If that follows. He catches it. Oh, but he doesn't kip up. You know what, though? I can't really say I blame him. I think he wants to end this here.
Yeah, he's worn out, man. He's going for the yes lock. He's going for it.
Bray's too big and powerful. He overpowered Bryan, and now you got the forearms.
Yep. Oh, man. This freaking match. Holy balls.
And Bray's smiling.
Wouldn't you be?
I think this is a man who smells mustard gas in the morning and feels right at home. And there it is! Holy crap! And there it is! Wow!
Wow.
Holy crap.
Bray Wyatt is in a new freaking atmosphere because of this match.
Definitely. This was a defining moment for the Wyatt family. And look at Bray Wyatt cradling Daniel Bryan in his arms.
Wow.
He almost looks like he's weeping. Like he had to do that to a son or something.
Well, I mean, he was saying that, like, whenever an animal was suffering, that he didn't try and get it fixed. He just put it down, and that's what he did to Bryan. He put him down.
Right.
Oh, my God. Dude, when Bray Wyatt finally gets his shot in the main event, I am going to be so in.
Oh, dude, you and me both. This was great.
I have goosebumps. I haven't had goosebumps from watching a wrestling match in a while.
Dude, they did great hope spots with Bryan. Bray looked dominant at the end because he really asserted himself with that yes lock counter.
Yeah.
And the way he just transitioned it into the Sister Abigail, like I thought Bryan was going to show more resistance or even, as you said, maybe even potentially kick out. Nope. And by Daniel Bryan not kicking out of this move, I think it really establishes it as a legitimate finisher. And this spot that they're replaying right here, something like straight out of The Grudge.
Yeah, that was like, I didn't catch it quite right the first time, but holy crap. That's going to get jiffed within 20 seconds.
Yeah, it is. And that's one that I think is really worth saving because this one was executed to perfection.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, oh man.
Unbelievable.
Dude, so far the Vegas odds I think have been all correct.
Yeah.
So, which means, and they picked John Cena to win the championship.
No, dude, that match was really close. Like, it was like, it was 8 to 11, and then 1 to 1. So, like, it was extremely close. So John Cena was favored, but only barely. So I could see it going either way.
Right.
Although I will say, now that Punk won his match, I would almost think that Orton's going to win.
Yeah, definitely. Because Punk winning against a team like the Shield in 3-on-1 odds has to warrant a championship match.
And of course, now everyone is saying, oh, Triple H is going to win. That's so stupid. He's not even in the match. Shut up.
I know. That's why I didn't even dignify that prediction with bringing it up in our preview video. But I'll admit, it's been on my mind too. I can't lie. But I don't think it's going to happen. I do think Orton's going to take it.
Oh, man. So are they going to change the belt design again for the unified title? Or are they going to carry around both belts? Or are they just going to use the WWE belt? Because that was just redesigned.
I think they're just going to keep the WWE belt, personally.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Sadly. I mean, it would be nice if they would either just use both so that there's still potential for them to break away again, or if they would just bring in a new belt altogether.
Right. I just want to give a quick shout out to our friend Abel. He just said on Puitov that Bryan versus Wyatt topped Punk versus The Shield for him.
Oh, absolutely! It was so much better!
Yeah, I'd have to say. I thought the hope spots for Bryan were better than the ones we saw for Punk, which I think is really important. And just the ending. Like, Punk won on a miscue, let's be honest. The Wyatt family won on sheer dominance. That counter to the yes lock.
Honestly, the Punk Shield match to me was underwhelming. I felt like it was almost like it just felt clunky. Like it wasn't as smooth as it could have been. But the Bryan Wyatt's match, holy crap, that was amazing.
Definitely.
I mean, just the amount of build and hype that went into Bray just getting in the ring for the first time in this match was on epic levels.
Dude, I completely agree with you. In terms of like the mannerisms and just everything from each performer. And honestly, dude, let me put it to you like this, because I know I have a tendency to go on, and I'm trying to learn to be more succinct. I think Bryan versus the Wyatts better recognize that they were a handicap match more than Punk Shield did. And that's just me. I feel like they utilized that element better. But yeah, it's main event time.
I've got to say, Booker T's bun is tremendous.
It really is.
Here we go, main event. Oh boy. And it begins.
Yep. You know, me and Abel on Puitov, we're talking about our favorite world heavyweight champions. Talked about Mark Henry, talked about Daniel Bryan, so many greats. Shawn Michaels winning it at the Survivor Series 2002 Elimination Chamber, somebody brought up. That was an epic moment. By
the way, for those of you listening in, John says Puitov. We're referring to the Facebook group. Pro Wrestling is taking over Facebook.
Yeah, it's a great group, guys. Really is. Has some great members there. And to me,
every episode of TwitWow and every pay-per-view predictions and live reactions video there, just in case you don't feel like subscribing to my YouTube channel. And some people don't subscribe, some people just kind of seek the videos out. That's cool. Yeah, you can check out Puitov. Pro Wrestling is taking over Facebook, and
yep.
I'll make sure to keep posting stuff there. And they seem to love that I posted there, so I'll just continue to do it until they tell me not to.
Yeah, I would definitely utilize that forum to communicate with us, because my YouTube channel is all but inactive, and I understand that YouTube can be, YouTube at times, with the frustrations and everything, but I think Pro Wrestling is taking over Facebook is a great group. And just getting more fan reactions here live as we're getting the hype for this match. I just messaged James that I thought TLC has been a great show so far, and he says, great, I am fucking terrified. A man of Bray's size should not be able to do shit like that, walking shit. That man is possessed by Satan, in all caps.
I'm telling you, dude, Bray Wyatt is the name of the demon spirit that possessed Husky Harris. It's not an actual person, it's a spirit, or a demon, or something like that. It's like the freaking exorcism.
And now I'm about to ask James now which handicap match he liked better, because I find that to be an intriguing question. I guarantee you that's going to be a poll question somewhere.
I don't say that Punk and the Shield was a better match. It just flat out wasn't. I don't think anyone will say it was.
I'm inclined to agree. The more I really think about it, as much as I love all the guys in both matches, I just think Bryan and the Wyatts had better execution. I really do.
It really did. I mean, to me, it's not even at the point that they were close enough to argue about it. It's just clear cut. Punk and the Shield did not deliver.
Right.
The result of that match was fun because Punk won, and the finish was, I mean, albeit predictable, but still interesting because it kind of hints more at a Shield tension. But at the same time, the match itself was good, but not great.
I just think having Reigns pretty much eliminate himself by being a human projectile over the announce table, and then really the eye of all things suffering. I can understand like a shoulder or something like that, but just, the blindness. I don't know. It just, it was a solid match. I enjoyed it. For an opener, I think it definitely achieved its purpose. But yeah, for
It's a
what
good
could have
match,
been,
but it wasn't great. Like, I think that John and I were both because of how amazing Punk and Ambrose's matches have been. We wanted something more like that, but it just felt too, like I said, the best word I can think of, and it might not even be an actual word, but it just sounds right. It's clunky. It felt clunky. It felt like they tried to fit too much into too small of a window, and it felt forced.
that's actually a very nice articulation of it. And before I divert my attention back to the main event, because it is time and Randy Orton's making his way to the ring, I just want to tell everybody that James responded to me, and he did say, as Ashton thought he would, Wyatt and Bryan was the better handicap match.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's going to be the dominant opinion of the night.
Go. Orton's coming out, making his entrance.
It is time.
My official prediction, because CM Punk won his match and Daniel Bryan didn't, Orton wins this.
Did I say Orton in our preview? I think I did.
I don't even remember. I don't even know if you made an official prediction, to be honest.
I think I qualified it a little bit, but I'm going to go with Orton too.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mom's sitting here shaking her head. She is convinced that Triple H is going to win the title. I just don't understand it.
It's an intriguing.
Where do you come up with this stuff? I just don't get it.
It's an intriguing prospect, but I just really don't think so. I can't see it. And Orton looking confident. I don't know if he knows if he has anybody in his corner tonight, anybody in his back pocket, but you know, if I was Orton, I would tread lightly, you know, look everywhere. I mean, you never know. In WWE, a knife can come out of nowhere and get you right in the back.
You just never know.
No, you don't. Same could be said for John Cena. If I'm John Cena, I'm watching my back. I don't know how the authority feels about me, or if they, you know, because especially Vince McMahon's sentiments that kind of started this whole thing. He didn't want Daniel Bryan to be WWE champion, and he didn't like John Cena either. So Orton got the vote. You know, how much has changed in that time?
Out comes Cena. John Cena.
Probably get a mixed reaction as usual, especially as the match progresses.
As usual.
It's become so commonplace at this point. And you know, I really believe that I wish the execution of this story could have been better, but I just really think that they're going to go out and really compensate for that by having a great matchup overall. Dude, you know what? Honestly, I would love a finish of an RKO off a ladder through a table. And then Orton just climbs back up and he wins it. That would be so epic, and that would be an exclamation point. Like, to me, that would be Orton pretty much saying, yeah, you say I have a glass jaw, how's that neck doing after that RKO? So, you know, I would just want to see Orton, and I shouldn't be saying this right now, because if pro wrestling, again, we were talking about old school mentalities earlier, you know, if they really stuck to it, they'd make me want to see Cena take Orton's head off, but I'm actually feeling a lot of sympathy for Orton going into this thing.
So you want to see Cena?
I didn't even understand that, to be perfectly honest.
I said, so you want to see Cena?
Yeah.
Oh boy. This show hasn't even felt like TLC, but now it's gonna. Oh, there's a sign in the background that says "Suck Fina."
Oh, the cheeky fans in attendance. The way the belts are hanging in this particular match, I really don't think it leaves any room for that one popular finish that came out as soon as this match was announced, and that's that John Cena grabs the WWE title and Orton grabs the World Heavyweight title.
Right.
But,
Although we do realize that it takes really long for them to unhook one title, and they need to get both of them.
Exactly.
So, you never know. I mean, it would be nice if they would just swap and keep both titles. I think that would be cool. I wouldn't complain about that at all, but the chances of it actually happening are slim to none.
I just think, Ashton, that you, in my personal opinion, you take a huge marketing / promotional, whatever you want to call it, risk when you've had Triple H go on record and say he guarantees one world champion. Jim Ross on his blog said that he thinks that a finish like that would be a little bit distasteful to the audience because they really have been promised that one world champion is going to emerge from this match, and he just says that a lot more positive possibilities emerge when you have the one world champion as opposed to a championship swap. And then my biggest fear, to be perfectly honest, if they do a swapping of the championships, are we going to see this match again at WrestleMania 30 to create that sense of finality of, okay, this is the stage where one champion is decided? Because I really don't want that.
And that's exactly what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Because let me tell you this, folks, if this show goes off the air with a cloud of confusion hanging over this arena as Orton is holding the world title and Cena's holding the WWE Championship, I'm going to know what our WrestleMania 30 main event is, and that is just so disappointing.
But then what about the Royal Rumble?
Dude, I don't even know at that point. You know what Jim Ross said, and I disagree with him respectfully, not because I don't understand where he's coming from necessarily, but because I just really don't want it. He said it would be smart to have Orton win, and then the story could be Cena trying to get back to WrestleMania 30 in this kind of spot.
It should be Bryan, not Cena.
And that's what I'm saying, though, and I'm surprised JR doesn't, feel the same way, because I think he's got a knack for seeing things like this. He's got to see that Bryan's got all the momentum in the world right now. Even with this loss against the Wyatts, it just builds up Bryan's sympathy even more.
Randy Orton setting up the ladder already. He is meaning business right now.
Yeah, Randy Orton definitely exhibiting a sense of urgency here to introduce a ladder that early in the game. And now Cena, he's going to introduce the next element, the table. So the question is, who's going to introduce the chair?
Well, I felt like Cena was getting ready to introduce the chairs, but he just threw them aside. I guess that his real prize was the table.
Yeah, definitely. And you see Orton, I think, favoring that surgically repaired shoulder. I mean, the ladder collided directly with it.
Don't even tell me he already separated it.
Well, he once separated it doing his own taunt, so nothing would really surprise me anymore.
I know, that's why I'm saying he's had to do like shoulder exercises ever since that day to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Right. A nice block there by Cena. Orton was going to try and toss him into the table, but Orton's got a chair here. Oh, but Cena, look at that. He's prepared for it. And I don't think he's going to pull a Cactus Jack and eat the thing. So, that was such a memorable spot, too, in that match. Royal Rumble, I believe it was 2001, the game versus Cactus Jack in a street fight. And just that steel chair. He's like, come on, hit me with all you got. And that was amazing, but Orton now is taking control and right across the back of Cena here.
Speaking of famous chair spots, I'll never forget the time that The Rock hit himself in the head with the chair.
Yeah.
He goes to swing it, it bounces off the ropes and cracks him in the head.
And Orton now, you see his face. I don't know if that's a twitch or he's just kind of forcing himself to an evil smile. I don't know.
He means business.
Yeah, he does. And now Orton, now, originally I was going to give Orton props because I thought he was stalking Cena with the chair. Okay, I guess he is. I guess he just opted for a different chair. I like that. Stalking Cena with a weapon. Don't trust that you took him out already with the spots that you took. But Cena, again, still, I guess, did he counter? That looked kind of weird.
I don't know what that was. It felt like Cena ducked it, but Orton, I don't know. Cena sold it like it connected. I just don't know.
Orton looked like he tripped over himself a little bit there, but that time, for sure, he got it.
Yeah, and now we're going to play the Cena is hurt throughout the whole match game, and then he's going to come back to win.
Yeah, that gets old really quick.
His freaking match with The Miz.
If Orton was really intelligent... Oh, and it's gone.
What was that Over the Limit 2011 that the Miz had that freaking 25-minute match with Cena where it was just him and Alex Riley beating the crap out of him for 23 minutes and then losing in 2?
Yes. But at least Cena's already started him out of comeback, so maybe it won't be exactly like that, which is good. Which is very good.
That is good. I like it back and forth rather than one-sided.
Oh, back and forth, that is pro wrestling. If I wanted to see something one-sided, then I literally would go by the phrase, that guy could wrestle with a broomstick and be entertaining. There's a reason why I don't do that, WWE.
If you want one-sided fights, watch MMA.
Yeah, really. But,
if 30-second squashes were a bad thing in MMA, they would have gone out of business a long time ago.
Yeah, seriously. You look at Cena. He's got Orton in powerbomb position here. Table set up. Orton though landing on his feet.
Orton doesn't care. He reverses it and throws Cena into the steel steps.
That is beautiful. Gives whole new meaning to taking the stairs, I suppose.
The powerbomb seems like it would be so easy to get out of because you just kind of have to straighten your legs out, get off the guy's shoulders, and it's like, there you go, you're done.
Yeah, definitely. It's not like this complex hold that you have to know the little nuances of it to find a potential chance of escape. No, you just got to wriggle yourself out a little bit, land on your feet, you're good.
It's kind of like the fireman's carry, too.
Exactly.
And Orton's setting up the ladder again. He is in this to win this.
He really... Well, you know what? I think Cena's criticisms cut deep, and he wants to shove this victory down all of our throats.
Cena's grabbing Orton's leg. Orton had his hand on the world title, but he just didn't grab it and pull it down. I think this match is probably going to be a solid 25 to 30-minute match. It's only been going on for about 5 minutes, but it's only like 25 after 10, so this match is going to go for a while. Either that or they're just going to have to end the show really early.
Yeah, really. I find it interesting that the first title Orton touched to try and bring down was the World Heavyweight Championship. That was his first major world title.
You're reading too far into it.
Well, I'm just saying, man. 24 years old, youngest World Heavyweight Champion ever. John Cena now got drop kicked. He has to mount the comeback now, which, knowing Cena, is never really too hard to do.
Orton with the stomps.
Garvin stomp by Orton.
Do you know where that name came from, the Garvin stomp?
Some wrestler by the last name of Garvin. I'm not sure who, though. In fact, let me do some quick research here as this match is in progress. Orton is just taking Cena to town here.
Ron Garvin.
Yeah, Ron Garvin. There you go.
Semi-retired Canadian professional wrestler and referee most known for his time in the NWA.
I wonder how he feels about Orton using his maneuver. Must put a smile on his face, I would guess, seeing a top guy utilize such a tactic.
Huh.
That Cena literally relying on Orton to pull himself up. Who's the one with the clutch jaw now? I mean, if Orton was as weak as Cena claims, wouldn't Orton be doing that with Cena? And what a power slam.
Indeed.
And now you can definitely see the pace has certainly changed. The direction has certainly changed. And there you see the two championships swaying a little bit.
Yep.
One man may be able to lay claim to both. I just don't know. See, that's the thing.
Triple H has me pretty convinced that there's going to be one champion at the end of this.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I think it's a testament to the intrigue and the obscurity of this match when even the Vegas odds are close.
Yeah.
You know? Because I just don't know what the finish of this match could be. As you see, Cena made Orton get a little bit too intimate with that ladder there. Right in the gut. Oh, and now Cena's starting to ascend the ladder.
That doesn't mean anything. The match has only been going on for like 8 minutes.
That is true.
And I'm sure you noticed that Cena was going up the side with the WWE title on it.
Yeah.
Again, reading too much into things.
Well, I mean, the truth is the truth. I find it somewhat poetic, even if they didn't mean it to come off that way, that each guy, the first title they go for was the first title that really put them on the map as far as world championships are concerned. So,
right.
I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice, subtle little touch that probably they don't even recognize.
They might.
They just might. You never know. But what I do know now is Orton is wielding the ladder as a weapon, and that's not going to bode well for Cena.
Never does.
Or maybe not. He ducked. I like how when Orton fails with one weapon, he immediately goes to the other. He's like, I'm hurting you, and that's final.
I'm not giving up on this opportunity to inflict pain.
You will submit to my abusive tendencies. You know what I would love to see, since we haven't seen that particular spot in a while, an RKO on the steel chair. If we can't get it off a ladder, then I want one on a chair to be my consolation prize.
That looks so dumb, though, because Orton hurts himself more than the other guy when he does that.
Yeah, but you know what? I still think back to the very first one he did to Cena at Saturday night's main event back in 2007. It just came off so sick.
And now main events on Wednesdays, and no one cares anymore.
Yeah, really. Yes!
There we go. Cena got driven through the chair. And now, do you think Orton's going to try and put him through that table in the corner?
Maybe. But Cena got exactly what he deserved. I hate the pandering in the middle of a sequence. That's what should happen to Goldust more often than not.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'll probably see that cool-looking neckbreaker Cena does in this match. Maybe even on a chair or something. Maybe some variation on it. I just don't think these guys are even close to done yet. As you see Orton introducing, I don't know if that's the same ladder or another ladder. It's just things are getting crazy. Now he sets it up. I don't know if the positioning is ideal. Maybe now it is because he moved it a little bit. See, and my thing is, but that's why you have to let things like that go. If I'm in a match of this nature, my mentality is my opponent better be the closest thing to dead as humanly possible before I even begin to contemplate going up those rungs. Because it just never pans out. Five-knuckle shuffle off the top of the ladder. Oh, man, I bet you when the $1 Million Man sees how Cena performs a fist drop, he weeps a little inside. He's like, I will pay you to stop doing that.
And everything has a price.
That was pretty good, actually, I must confess. You do a pretty solid $1 Million Man. Oh! God, and Orton's anatomy just went into bankruptcy there. Oh, my God. Ladder shot to the face and then the back right through the table. Wow.
That's not going to put it away, though.
Yeah, he's a viper. He's still got plenty of venom left.
Listen to you.
You think it's that easy? There's still a lot of time left in this match.
Oh! I thought Cena was going to get RKO!
Oh my God, that was awesome.
That was a tremendous RKO.
You know what? Orton must have heard me smack talking the maneuver earlier, and he's like, eat that, bitch. You see Roman Reigns do that? No, that's right. Now shut your mouth.
I am the greatest.
I think the only way that spot could have been a little bit better, and I blame Cena for that more than Orton, obviously, it would have been nice if his throat got hung up on the ropes, and then he hits it. Because Cena landed on his feet, and then he just ate it, which was great.
Right.
But for him to really just be decapitated almost on the ropes, hold his throat, and then bam, be hit with that, man, the devastation.
Wait a minute. Randy Orton just hit a friggin' RKO on John Cena, and John Cena is up before Randy Orton and fighting back.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Cena.
Is this ROH?
Logic and continuity have no place in my realm. I own all. Even Zod and the actual Superman, when they come before me, kiss the ring.
So is he now the Big Show, and he's going to proceed with his plan of owning all of us?
Potentially, but even more significantly than that, dude, we have color in this match. Orton is busted open.
What?
He ate steel steps to the face, dude. He is bleeding. I just don't know how.
Ow.
I just don't know how profusely. Oh my God! John Cena, this isn't Grand Theft Auto, for God's sakes! Oh man, he roughed Randy Orton up. Can we get a shot on his face? Because I could have swore I saw blood, dude. I swear to you.
I don't think I see blood, but that was still pretty brutal.
I think he's got just a very minor cut, shockingly enough. Because the force behind those shots, I mean, I guess Cena really was protecting Orton. Could have fooled me, though, with the way those shots came off. I just want a close-up on Orton's face. I just think it's a minor cut at best, but... Oh, microphone! Brad Maddox treatment! Oh, man, dude. He puts it in his tights. After my victory, I'll interview Renee Young later. Yes! Stop his face into oblivion! Now cut that promo. Tell him who has the glass jaw now. Do it! Or keep assaulting him with it. Whatever one works.
I was going to say, you don't actually think he's going to cut a promo with it, do you?
Honestly, man, now it's really just like... I shouldn't be feeling this sympathetic towards Randy Orton. Every successful maneuver he nails, it's like wow.
Dude, he hit a freaking RKO and Cena stood up before him.
I know. Cena's actually stirring more after the repeated microphone shots than Orton's finisher, which technically implies that the microphone is more legitimacy than Randy Orton. There's the minor cut right above the eye, just a little bit. I saw it. Maybe it'll get bigger before the match ends. For Orton's sake, I kind of hope.
Sounds almost like you're hoping it does.
Yeah, I know. Part of me is like, there's nothing like sheer brutality and like a lot of color in a match like this. But for Orton's sake, I guess I hope not. See that? Yeah, now they zoomed in on it. It looks dried, the blood. Yeah. I mean, in a way, he almost kind of looks badass. Like he just returned from a war or something. He's like, yeah, these are.
Dude, how evil did Orton? Oh, he went for the punt.
Oh man! And it.
Oh, F you through the announce table.
I hope Orton makes a speedy recovery just like Cena did.
Yeah, screw you, Cena. I'm going to no-sell that and be up in no time. Except it's not John Cena, it's Randy Orton, so he's not Superman, so it won't happen.
But I just AA'd you through the announce table. Yeah, I got better.
It's about time somebody did.
Yeah, really. But you have a glass jaw. You just run away when things get too hard. Bitch, this is for the undisputed championship. I'm not going anywhere.
Dude, that spot is still weighing on my mind. Like, how are you going to take his finisher and just stand up?
You know what? Just got an interesting message from James here, Ashton. He believes that Vince is going to help John Cena win. That's interesting.
Me. I'm telling you, dude, they might just go with Cena as Bo.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. What if the Authority and Triple H and Stephanie, they try helping Orton, and then Vince comes out and he undoes that and tries to help Cena? That, I think, is a more fully formed prediction to build on what James has told me. That's a possibility. I don't know how this match is going to end, but Orton is his worst.
I'm trying to predict it. Just sit back and enjoy the thing, man. We did our predictions yesterday. It's time to watch the show.
I am enjoying it, but it's just so crazy. And now Orton's stirring. Is Cena going to get one belt, or is he going to go back in time? Come on, Orton, get up. No sell that shit. Oh, man, I still can't believe Cena ate an RKO like that. And he's like, it's whatever.
Nope. Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
What?
Jesus!
Oh my God, things are about to get really disturbing.
Oh no, that wasn't that bad.
Oh, I thought he was going to continue repeatedly into the back. That's what I worried about.
Yeah.
Oh, right in the gut, and then the back.
It's a good thing that freaking attachment was sturdy.
See, where was this Randy Orton? I'm loving how vicious he is right now.
Yeah, this is what we needed. I want a freaking punt now.
I want
for one.
Oh man, I want Randy Orton to win so bad now. This is the Randy Orton I've been waiting for.
Yeah, put it through the table.
Crap! No! Oh, son of a bitch!
I told you we'd get sucked into this match, dude. You just gotta stop thinking and enjoy it.
Oh man, dude, this is the Randy Orton I've been waiting for, folks. He's finally come unglued, finally awoken from his slumber. But that damn John Cena, every single fucking time. I swear if he was crossing the street, I would make no qualms about stepping on the gas, mostly because I'd know it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, you would hit him, and he would do 3 rolls, and then he would be on the ground for 30 seconds, and then stand up, brush it off, and keep walking.
He would clutch the 16-wheeler by its front end, lift it up, and AA it on its back, leaving me probably...
Oh, Orton got handcuffs!
Oh my god! Breaking point all over again! I hope he handcuffs Cena to those ropes and he makes him watch as his dreams are shattered.
I think he got him. Although Cena is wearing those big poofy wrist guards.
Oh, crap.
Oh, he's locked in! He's locked in! Oh man!
And the oh shit face of John Cena. Toss the key into the crowd. Do it. Do it. Toss it into the... What are you doing?
It's in your trunks, dude. You won't reach in there. That's
dude,
not PG.
Dude, just throw it into the crowd. Why are you playing this game? I've been loving you so far. Don't... You know what, though? For Orton, it's the psychological game. He's enjoying being the cat to John Cena's mouse. And I know I made a lot of feline references tonight, but that one's the most apropos. He is going to enjoy this.
Just put it in your trunks, dude.
Toss it in front.
Toss it into the crowd.
Yes! Yes!
Now you know the Mark fans are going to try and get it back into the ring to Cena, right?
No? What do you think this is, Daniel? For Daniel Bryan, absolutely. As for Cena, I don't think so.
Where's Orton going? Oh, he's getting the big ladder.
Oh my god. Orton's enjoying himself, and because of that, I'm enjoying myself immensely.
Yeah, but you know what? Because he's being so cocky, you know this isn't going to work.
Let's just revel in it while we can.
Just trying to break the handcuffs with a ladder, dude.
Ram it into his back.
Oh! Orton nailed Cena with the ladder, and Cena no-sold it.
Wow, well, I think they're going to try and make the excuse to use the other ladder as a shield. And Orton's not even going to do it again? Come on, Randy.
Cena completely no-sold that ladder shot. What the heck, man?
At least with the ladder shot, I could almost buy the excuse they tried to sell me that he used the other ladder as a potential shield, but that RKO I still can't get over.
Cena's going to get that handcuffs undone. He's going to break the other end that's attached to the ropes.
But maybe not before Orton grabs a tie. Oh, man, come on, Randy! Do it. Do it now.
He got outdone. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
What the hell? Oh, crap.
Oh,
Randy.
Oh, God, Orton's going to fall off.
No, not this way. Not this way. He's hanging on. Block it. Block.
What's going to happen now?
I hate you.
Cena's
Recover.
tangled up. Oh, my God. He's going to be freaking sneaky. No, Orton's got it. Yes. Thank you, Randy.
How clever is that?
Oh, Jesus. And, of course, Cena's going to pull Superman, and without leverage, he's going to outmuscle him.
Why are you... No! No! Bad Cena!
That was the weakest table bump I've ever seen, but I'll take it.
Yeah, his head just hit it.
He might be knocked out, legit. Like, literally landed on his head on the table.
Well, if Cena's concussed, that's not really our problem. Come on, Randy! Climb the ladder!
Cena's out. Cena's out. Get him, Orton. Get the titles.
He's scaling that ladder. He's not wasting any time. Don't talk. Do not talk trash, dude. Do not. What are you looking at?
What are you doing, Randy? Grab the titles.
Grab the championship, you retard! Grab it! Do it! Don't savor the moment. Savor in the post. What, dude? What are you friggin' doing right now?
Orton won. That's it.
Yes! Yes! Wow!
Might just be knocked out.
And you know what? He didn't get any help from the Authority either.
Yeah, Orton did do that without any help.
Amazing!
Oh, what a relief, too. Unless you count the handcuffs as help, but, I mean, that was his thing.
That was completely within the legal boundaries, and technically so would the Authority's help. That would have fallen in there too, but in terms of, like, foreign objects, yeah, handcuffs are perfectly fine in my book.
Yep.
Orton overcomes. Wow.
Can win a last man standing match with duct tape. Let Randy Orton win a ladder match with handcuffs.
Definitely. My sentiments exactly. What a match this was. Oh, and the right man definitely went over.
Yep. I almost feel like Cena was supposed to take a table bump off the ladder, but lost his balance and just fell the wrong way and ended up hitting the title.
Right.
That was what they were going for because that's the only thing that can knock John Cena out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's possible too, if that's what they like. Because Cena clearly aimed, but Orton was pulling the opposite. Oh no, oh yeah, that was a botch. That was a freaking botch. Cena tried to jump off the ladder and land on the table, but the ladder gave out underneath him, and he didn't get as much air as he tried to. That was a botch.
What a shame.
I mean, it still looked effective, and Orton probably was supposed to win anyway if he was going to just put Cena through the table. It's not like Cena would recover from that. Looks like Cena's at least with it. He looks like he might have a concussion, though. His eyes are kind of over.
Right.
Yikes.
Man, oh man.
An amazing match, though.
Yeah, especially towards the end. Look at that sight. Randy Orton with both championships. Wow.
As always, TLC ends up being one of the pay-per-views of the year. Definitely a buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't even waste any time with that assessment. I wholeheartedly agree. Especially Orton overcoming. You know what, Cena? Maybe you'll think twice next time before you run your mouth.
I don't know how quickly WWE pay-per-views get out on DVD, but if it's out by Christmas, I'm asking for it.
Definitely. Oh, wait, here comes the Authority here.
Yep. And they're clapping. They're happy for Orton.
Dude, if I was Orton, I'd be like, I'd drop Triple H with an RKO and be like, I don't need your help. Can I just beat John Cena of all people on my own?
And the good news is, even though it's only quarter of, they haven't gone off the air yet because they still have some stuff to do with the Authority and Orton.
Yeah, Vince doesn't look too pleased, though. I mean, Stephanie looks elated. Triple H had a smirk. Vince, though, seems a bit, I don't know.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Concerned, maybe, for Cena? No, he definitely looks like someone just took the wind out of him for sure.
Look at him holding both of those championships. Wonder what Chris Jericho's thinking right now seeing this. And there's John Cena looking on.
Cena's all down and out.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Where did I go wrong? You ran your mouth. Yeah! The Authority!
This is how it should have been all along.
Definitely.
All is right with the world now.
Please. Yeah. Cena's just like, well, I tried. Man, I hope they keep this united front, this imagery. I hope they have the tactics and the booking to go with it up to WrestleMania, please.
They just went off the air. It's 10:46. We're going to close things out and get ready to record our post-pay-per-view twit. Wow, John, do you have anything left to say?
What an amazing show. We'll see you for our official review soon enough. Love you guys.